Okay. Been a while. Been quite a while. Am I on the, Kai Zero, welcome! This one's gonna be weird because I know that sometimes, does not like to be, You're not Pete! I'm Pete! Identity theft is not a joke! Now we're gonna get back to it. It's been a while. Just had some family stuff to have to deal with last week, and week before that was the Lilo and Stitch coverage. No, it's fine, I get it. So now I gotta relearn the controls for this again. God, I don't think I could play a game like this on the Nintendo DS. I can't even play it. Yeah, Switch 2 came out. They think Shion's in Twilight Town somewhere. Alright, take this just in case. Oh, yay, got an ether! Woo! Oh, it's a high ether. Just... Shion's whereabouts? Shall I ask the cards for you? Do you ever ask... I think Luke Sword might be a schizophrenic. I don't know. If he's talking to cards, just doesn't seem all there. Have you been doing much synthesis, man? No, not really. See if you can cook something up in the next 2 potion levels. Let me know when you're through. Tell me what to do. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. Not like, well, okay, so the Switch 2 looks pretty cool and all. Let me get through this first. Don't come back until you found out what happened to Shion. I can't make any promises, dude. You know, what if there's nothing to tell? Still can't get over the $80 games. Oh, you know, like, it's... I hate it. I hate that, like, this is where gaming is going, and how there's, like, so many people who really do not, you know, care. And it was so interesting to me, both between this and the success of the Lilo and Stitch movie back to back, has been very eye-opening in regards to, like, how there just seems to be a giant group of people, I guess you could call them just, like, the majority, or even, like, just most normal people, just don't really, I don't know if I want to say that, like, they're consumers. Like, in the, you know, colloquial sense, not in, like, the literal sense. Because, like, yeah, everyone's a consumer in the literal sense. But, like, with the OO. Because, let me get through this. What do you suppose Shion is? Well, the mission in question was to take out a giant Heartless. That could be anywhere. She could also be dead! Let's start by digging up information around town. Like, she's been missing for several days, hasn't she? If we can find that Heartless, there's a good chance we'll find Shion, too. Right. But, like, it's interesting to me, because even before Lilo and Stitch came out, there were a lot of people who were talking about, ah, shit! That's not fun! Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, shoot, I gotta hit that Y combo. It's interesting how, despite the incredibly negative reception of Lilo and Stitch, Billy Donuts! I do not have a donut today. I'm skipping out on, I gotta hold back on the donuts for today. And yet, like, there was still a shit ton of people who came out to see it, and apparently it got all its, you know, it made a profit. It was profitable. And I think I see a similar kind of pattern with, like, the Nintendo Switch 2. You sure you heard that right? Yes, I'm sure I told you. Lilo and Stitch is successful. No fucking way would people go watch that live-action dog shit. No, apparently it's true. Hainer, it happened. You can't deny facts. We're gonna get more live-action, Disney reboots. It's going to happen, man. You can't stop it. Olette can't stop it. Pence can't stop it. Roxas can't even stop it. It's gonna happen. And you heard it where again? The tunnel. I was just in there and I heard a weird low moan. Did you see what it was making? No, Hainer, I didn't see what sound it was making because I don't see sound. That's not how sound works, you fucking moron. I was scared. I got out of there as fast as I could. Yeah, I heard someone who was deathly trying to moan their last words as their dying breath, and I decided, nah, that's too scary. I don't want to help them. God, could you imagine if, like, that was Shion who was, like, bleeding to death in the next room over, and she didn't even... Could be our Heartless. It could also be Shion dying. Yes, exactly what Roxas said. Or it could be Shion injured, unable to make it back to the castle, and it would be kind of a bitch move for Olette to just leave her there when she's dying. No way in hell I'm buying a Switch 2, at least not yet. Yeah, no, and it's the same thing there, too. Where, despite, like, how vocal people seem to understand that these kinds of changes are bad, both, like, in the case that, like, Lilo and Stitch live-action movie was absolutely horrible, and we should not be getting, like, these really, you know, just awful, poorly made renditions, that are just worse adaptations of movies you can already experience. And then in the case of the Switch 2 and, like, Switch games now, you know, people don't really seem to care if, like, you know, voting with their wallet means that, like, it will send a message to game makers or game developers that, like, $80 is gonna be the new norm for, you know, games and such. And so... It's a little bit concerning, because I don't even know, I'm trying to, like, word this right. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out, how do I roll again? That's a jump. Can I roll? I can roll, okay. And it just kind of sucks, because we're not, like, because that's what these kind of companies really, you know, only pay attention to. Is, did they make a profit or not? And when, like, that happens, when people are like, you know, oh, I can pay $80 for, you know, a video game, for, like, every Nintendo game ever. And again, Nintendo games are notorious for never going down in price. Like, I want to say I went to, like, GameStop a little while back. Used copy of Breath of the Wild was, like, maybe $50, $55? Like, it's been years since that game came out. I was in my freshman year in college when that game came out, and the fact that, like, it's barely gone down in price by any more than a couple bucks. Nintendo games do not get cheaper over time, and when people vote with their wallets, and they're like, yeah, I'm fine paying even more money for these kinds of games, there's, like, no consideration as to, like, what that says, you know, to these kinds of other companies, and it sucks, too. And it's weird how, like, you see that, too, and represented in, like, the Lilo and Stitch, remake, how there's just a bunch of people who, I don't even necessarily, I'm sure that they probably have rationales for why they buy these kinds of, or, like, why they, you know, think that, you know, the price is fine. Personally, I think it's more so that they just don't care. And again, I don't want to make it sound like I'm blaming them for this. I guess it's partially, but Nintendo realized 4K exists. That's true. Also, Pete, Minecraft movie is now streaming, so periodic cast on Minecraft movie. I'd think about it. Currently there's a couple other topics that I want to cover on periodic cast. There's an anime that Kaiser and I really like, and I would like to get him back on board at some point. I have Ionis, who we've considered doing, Don't do that when I'm talking! Rude! I want to talk with Ionis about, Outer Wilds. But it's on there. Family film, families will consume the movie if it's okay for the current standard. Breath of the Wild is a Wii U game. Yeah, that too. Well, I mean, it was both a Wii U and a Switch game. It came out on both the Wii U and the Switch. And it's, yeah. It's just very disappointing how I feel low standards, like how low people have lowered the bar for what would constitute, or just like in general, not even just like for, you know, the prices of Nintendo games, but just what kind of stuff, you know, people are just kind of okay with, and when, you know, you put your money towards those things. As far as like the Switch 2, God, I don't even know if any of my friends have gotten a Switch 2 yet, which is just crazy considering like the turnout that it got. I'd be interested to see what the exact sales are. Day one, like, compare them to, like, the day one sales of the first Switch. I don't imagine that they would be too different, but I would be interested to see if they're more or less. Or the same. Lilo and Stitch didn't, have to be good, just better than Snow White. That's, well, I mean, that and also better than Mufasa, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I mean, even then, because here's the thing, though. Like, still more people, like, people didn't know that it was going to be good, like, right out of the bat. And that's the thing, is that, like, opening weekend was actually pretty successful for them. Like, it didn't earn all their money back, but, like, opening weekend was definitely a lot higher than Snow White, and I want to say Mufasa as well. I think, I'm not even sure if, like, people came because they thought it was better than, Snow White. Honestly, I don't know why they came out, because, like, I mean, it's almost like people really weren't, like, all that concerned, or, like, it's like people weren't really, it's weird, because, like, with Snow White, I'm betting part of it, a good majority of it was probably because of, like, a lot of the controversy behind it. Might have, like, made a lot of people not want to go see it. But it's weird how the negative reception of so many live-action remakes before Lilo and Stitch really didn't impact its opening weekend numbers. I think is the crazy thing about it, to me. I went to Disneyland a few days ago, and I saw a bunch of Stitch merch and saw a lot of people buying it. Yeah, that's the other unfortunate thing, is that, like, Lilo and Stitch is probably, well, I don't know if it's definitely one of, like, Disney's most popular brands, just in general. I mean, if we're going by, like, just how many different kinds of, because, like, they had what? They had, so there was the movie, they had 2 direct-to-DVD movies. No, 3 direct-to-DVD movies. One of them, was, like, the prelude to the TV show. They had the TV show. They had so many crossovers with other Disney, properties in that series, by the way. It's, like, the kind of stuff that they did with Lilo and Stitch back in the day is actually kind of mind-blowing compared to, like, a lot of other, you know, Disney properties, or at least, like, you know, exclusively Disney properties, I think. Because, like, I'm trying to think, how many other times, okay, how many other, like, Disney movies that were made by the Disney studio themselves, not a subsidy studio that Disney owns, like Marvel Studios or Pixar, but, like, Disney studios themselves, how many times have you seen a movie that was made by them that, like, created so many other, you know, forms of media on top of, like, you know, merchandising? I'm genuinely trying to think what else really rivaled Lilo and Stitch in that much popularity. I feel like the only kinds of things you can really think of are, like, other, aren't even, like, really, you know, Disney Studios films, but, like, just other, maybe, like, a show or two on Disney Channel. Like, I guess Gravity Falls kind of had a, you know, really big surge in popularity. It still kind of, like, has a pretty big surge in popularity, but I don't even know if I would say that was, well, no. I guess if we're talking about, like, popularity, it's kind of hard to gauge. Like, was Gravity Falls' popularity during its heyday as big as Lilo and Stitch's was in its? You know? I think it's probably could be either or. Alright, I'm trying to figure out where the hell... I miss knowing where to go, man. I really do. Lilo and Stitch didn't. Oh, sorry, I already read that. I think it's because Lilo and Stitch is far more popular than Snow White. Oh, I mean that's definitely a part of it. You know, it's not like Snow White spawned off. Like hell, there were other. Like Snow White never even like had a sequel or anything, which is honestly kind of like now that considering how many shameless sequels Disney has done for so many of their other films, it's kind of a miracle that they didn't do anything else. Well, actually, wait a minute. Was there a spin-off movie about like just the Seven Dwarves? I don't remember. But I don't think that there was like anything else for like Snow White specifically. But yeah, no, that's definitely a part of it. Okay, where the hell am I going? J-Rick Games, or J-Rick Games, I'm sorry, I don't, hold on, alright, how do I, is that a special thing? Alright, what is this? A Shining Shard? I'm guessing that's important. Can I drop one of my other items that I have? Really? Oh, come on. Well then how do I get rid of my backpack? Am I able to... Hold on. Fight... Items... I guess, I mean, I'm not really doing a whole lot of Shining Shard. That sounds valuable. Let's drop a Moonstone. Yeah. Shining Shard just sounds more viable. Also, just that enemy gave me, like, special enemy vibes, so I'm assuming that the items it drops are better. I mean, it's a gotcha machine, or it's a gumball machine. Well, tomato, tomato. Something scribbled on the wall. It's there. It's hungry. Don't turn around. Well, that's not ominous at all. Gravity Falls was about as popular as Invader Zim at the height of its popularity. You might have to be a bit more specific, because I wasn't... I don't think I'm not too familiar with Invader Zim's popularity when it was, like, in its heyday. I didn't watch a lot of Nickelodeon when I was a kid. That's either, like, really impressive for Invader Zim, or if Invader Zim was just kind of, like, alright. Well, no, Invader Zim must have been popular, because I've heard so many good things about it. No Shion. No Heartless either. Well, I can see where your priorities are, Axel. Huh? What are you guys doing here? I came to check out the dead body. You lose something? You could say that, yeah. We heard rumors of a strange moaning sound. Strange moaning? Oh yeah, there was this girl who was dying here earlier. I was trying to get my friends to see a... We've never seen a dead body before. This is a Goonies joke in case you're not getting it. Are you guys, talking about that vent up there? The wind came through and created a lot of echoes. It's like a moan. For crying out loud. Ellipsis Mark, welcome! We're talking about Lilo and Stitch and, the Switch 2 and the success of both. So you guys said you lost something? Someone, a friend of ours. Oh, I'm sorry. Hope you find them soon. Hope they're not dead. So what's your story? Why are you down here? Me? That's a secret. Hey, I don't think we've been introduced. I'm Pence. If you ever need anything, I'm always happy to help. You got any supercomputers that need hacking, just call me. That's a thing I do now. Catch you later. Wish I knew you were streaming today. Would have given you a shout out on Batman's stream. Oh, were you guys streaming earlier today? Oh, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. No, don't worry about it, Mark. It's not a big deal. I just like taking some... These gaming streams are more so just an excuse for me to sit down and actually, like, play a game, relax, and not have to worry about either work or working on a video. It is not a big deal to me. what kind of turnout I get. Victor, Oliveira. Victor, welcome. I'm sorry for butchering your last name 5 times. That was a dead end. Yeah, all we really learned was that guy's name. Time to hit the town again. Streamed the Miles and Carrie live stream. Oh, how was that? That go well? I hope so. But honestly, I don't even know if I would necessarily get a Switch 2 yet. Like, cause alright, so as far as games that are on Switch 2, they have like a bunch of remasters of, you know, games that were on the Nintendo Switch, which I'm not too impressed by. Like, I can see some of the technical improvements, but, you know, I'm not paying $80 for a game that I already own that works fine on its own. Then there's the new Mario Kart game. What else is there that's, like, on the Switch 2? Hold on, where's my phone? Hold on, where is my phone? Excuse me. Hey Google, where are you? Oh, there it is. Right. Fuck it. It was on the floor. Alright. Very fun. I see the appeal of doing reaction streams. Oh yeah, it's very fun, especially when you have friends to do it with. I'd considered doing that with Kaiser when Dust Queen came out, but I assume that he would rather do that with like Raymond and the others on Team Jacked. And as much as I look forward to like more Dust Queen stuff, he's much more into Ruby than I am. Even though I do have like a slight interest in it. Invader Zim was a dark show. One of the episodes was Zim stealing other kids' organs to make him human. I saw that. Holy crap! I remembered watching that as a kid, or sorry, not as a kid. Like, I watched it when I was younger, and being like, "This was a kid's show." God, that show was crazy. Olette, what's Pence up to? He said he had to dig a dead body. He's off on another one of his investigations today. He's been acting pretty dodgy lately. All this sneaking around. I wonder what he's up to. Beats me. He freaked out when I swung by the usual spot yesterday. Whatever he was doing, it was looking at it. He hit it in a hurry. What's Dust Queen? Oh, it's a Ruby fan project that's really good from what I've seen. And I look forward to seeing more stuff from it. Really, you should go check it out for yourself, because just on YouTube, just search up Ruby Dust Queen. Yeah. I watched a full-grown man, and I watched it as a full-grown man, and it retroactively scarred my childhood. Yeah. I assume you're talking about Invader Zim and not Dust Queen. I mean, maybe Ruby would do that to you. I don't know. Its quality is it's definitely like a 1 or 2 out of 10. Not Dust Queen, just Ruby. Dust Queen is a cleaning service in New Jersey. Yeah. Yes, I stand corrected. That's what Dust Queen is. Now, why would he do that? I wonder where the usual spot is. I don't think it's a remake. I think it's just like a side story. It might be a remake. Guess we'll have to hunt around. I've not actually watched it yet, I say. I've watched other people watch it, but I've not really watched it myself yet. Maybe I should do that. Alright, back to what I was talking about earlier. So, hold on. So, Switch 2 has the new Mario Kart game. Switch 2 games. And they have Metroid Prime 4 coming out, which is interesting. I'm definitely interested in that. What? Honestly, beyond that, I don't know what else Oh, right, there's also a new Donkey Kong game that's gonna be coming out. And, I think that's kind of it right now. Like, I'm not too enticed. I mean, granted, like, the Switch 2 just came out, so it's like, you know, maybe I should give it a little bit of time. But it's amazing how, like, most of the games on there are just ports from the Switch, which, unlike games from the Wii U to the Switch, I don't really feel benefit a whole lot by being moved over to the Switch 2. Besides that, there's, you know, there's a new Mario Kart game. There is the Donkey Kong game that has not come out yet, but will come out. And then there's Metroid Prime 4, which also has not come out, but will come out later. And it's like, I don't know, for me, I'm not too, you know, hyped up about their games lineup. Which, I mean, it's just that much more incredible to me, like, how they, you know, the fact that they got so many, you know, good sales. Where am I going? Search for okay, so I'm just looking around. I'm really not a fan of, like, how it's a lot of these missions are just kind of, hey, look around, without, like, really any sort of aim as to where you're going. And because the areas aren't, like, there was a level, I think, not to say that that wasn't always the case, or at least, I don't think you could say that missions or objectives like this were anywhere in Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2. But, well, I think you could, like, maybe just get by with technicality, is what I'm saying. But there was a degree of linearity where, like, you were never actually, like, scouring an area, you know, for wherever you were trying to look. There was always a very obvious kind of place where you were supposed to go. I'm not a fan of having to, like, scour these levels for just whatever the objective is. So, but yeah, going back to the Switch 2. So already on top of the price hike, which, how much is the Nintendo Switch 2 right now? Let's see. Switch 2 with Mario Kart? No way. What? When did that happen? No, that can't be right. $1,000? No. Okay, hold on. What does Amazon say? Walmart, you're I think you're fucking with me today, I think. Switch. That or scalpers are afoot. Switch 2. Nintendo Switch 2. No, it's the regular Nintendo Switch. Okay, but in comparison, there's a Nintendo Switch Mario Kart 8 Deluxe bundle is about $250, which I know is much less than the Switch 2. Switch 2 is... God, what is the Switch 2 at? I'm finding one... no, come on. Switch 2 is $500. That sounds a lot... Yeah, that's a lot more reasonable. So, also, is that $500 with or without Mario Kart? Do you know? Ah! Is this what we're looking for? Alright, hold on. Alright, I can hit him with a magic! Let me get him, Axel! Fire! That didn't really do much. Oh, what? I missed! There! Get fired! I think $500 without Mario Kart. Yeah. So, already it's twice the price of the Nintendo Switch, with a game bundled with it. Now, granted, I don't know if that was what the Switch cost, like, way back when. Let's see. What did Nintendo Switch cost at launch? Oh, god damn it. No, show Google results. Yeah, okay, so the Nintendo Switch launched at a price of about $300. That was... I could probably, like, check for, you know, inflation. That was what? That was... 2016? It's about 10 years ago? I don't know. I'd have to check to be sure. How do I roll again? There we go. I really can't move very fast while rolling in this game. You know what? Fuck it. Let me look up an inflation calculator. Alright, so... inflation calculator. Alright, so... $300 in 2016 today is worth about 400. Okay, so in today's money, the original Nintendo Switch at launch would have been about $400, a little bit more than $400. So already, the Switch 2 without a game, like, it costs more in today's money than well, no, it not only costs like more just in general, it costs, even when adjusted for inflation, it's more expensive than the first Switch. Ah, no, don't withdraw. No, I did not mean to do that. So between that, they're making games more expensive. It's just, it really sucks that a lot of people are just kind of okay with it. It's very disappointing because other companies are going to look at that and they're going to be like, this is what people want. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say on that regard. As far as, like, some other stuff that's been going on, yesterday, I went to a Magic the Gathering event. They were doing a pre-release for... Did you guys know that there was a crossover set between, with Final Fantasy and Magic the Gathering? They had a pre-release event for that going on, yesterday. Since I think Fridays are normally when card shops do, like, Magic events, I'm guessing it was just, like, a lot of places in general that did it. But it was a lot of fun. I didn't get as good a pull. Honestly, it's been a long time since I played Magic. I mostly came out just because it was Final Fantasy. It's kind of funny, the kind of crossovers that they do. Apparently later, they've already done a crossover with SpongeBob, if you could believe it, and they plan on doing another crossover with the Nickelodeon properties, starting with Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think that's going to be later this year, which I don't know if I'm going to come out for that, but it's kind of interesting what, like, crossovers they've been doing in that game. Miku is in a Sonic racing game? Yeah, I've seen that. Which I think is cool, because I liked the whole Sega All-Stars Racing concept. I was not enthralled. I mean, granted, I've not really played the third Sonic Racing game. Excuse me. But, I was kind of surprised that they didn't want to bring back, Sega characters like they did with the first two games, and now I think it's cool that they're bringing back, Sega characters for their racing games. Okay, for real, where am I going? I I'm not amused, though. That's not what that is one thing I am not, is amused. I am not having fun with these missions where you just look around for whatever the hell you need to do next. Good lord, what am I looking for? Can I go to the mansion? Is that what I gotta do? I feel like I've been everywhere! Where the hell do you want me to go, game? It was funny seeing Joker in a kart racing. Honestly, yeah. I mean, I think it's great that Sega is finally utilizing their expanded properties really effectively. And I believe they also have that one guy from the Yakuza series as well. They finally brought back Jet the Hawk, which is kind of astonishing. Like, it's not like he was a fan favorite or anything, but, you know, I think with Sega being a little bit more ambitious with their Sonic properties, I think that they are slowly starting to dip their fingers back into, like, a lot of the other cast of characters in their other Sonic games that they have kept dormant for such a long, long time. Minecraft is also in Crossworld? Really? I did not know that. How did they do that? Well, then again, they got Danica Patrick in the second game, so maybe I shouldn't be too surprised. Hell, they got the Team Fortress 2 guys for the second game. Alright. I gotta go back here. So I'm being serious right now, guys. I'm going to lose my shit if I cannot find where I have to go. Welcome back, Billy. The sofa's seen a lot of use. Some of it is recent, too. That's very nice of you to notice, Roxas, but we need to find Shion. Oh, there's something behind this oil drum. Hey, I found a piece of paper. Ooh, piece of candy. It's some kind of map. Somebody scribbled notes on it. Oh, is this what I was supposed to come by? Is the thing that Hayner or like Pence had in the secret spot? Why couldn't they update the objective tracker on this? Like, okay, yeah, I guess I should have been paying more attention. I can give them that. But like, would it kill them to just add that to the objective marker? Because I believe the objective still just says, look for Shion. Spooky steps, friend from beyond the wall. Hey, this one's about the Moaning Tunnel. Sounds familiar, huh? There's some more. The doppelganger, the animated bag, a ghost train, a haunted mansion. There's 7 altogether. Wait, he was already looking into the 7 wonders? I thought he wasn't gonna do that until, like, much later. Because the, Diz hasn't made a copy of Twilight Town yet. Or at least I don't think he has. So I don't know, like, if he hasn't made the copy yet, then if he makes the copy, then wouldn't he have already, I guess, I don't know, it's Kingdom Hearts, I don't know why I'm asking these kinds of pointless, this is probably doesn't even have anything to do with the plot of this game anyways. Why are we even here? What does it all mean? I think we know just the guy to ask. If nothing else, he seemed to know a lot about the town. I'm sure this is going to be very important. Yeah, good donuts. Long story short, burned dinner, so I'm ordering out today. You burned your donuts? I'm so sorry. So sorry about that, Billy. But no, man, have someone else make you dinner for once. Also, I should be saving. Why can't I save when I'm out in a mission? Alright, well, alright, so where's Pence? It still just says search for Shion! Where do I find Pence? Hey, do you guys know where to find Pence? Ah, crud, I think I forgot to shut the fence outside the usual spot. Hey, no, it's on the street. It's on the side street. Who's gonna go anywhere near it? Can you guys please tell me where your third friend is? Whose idea was it to have the usual spot be in the tracks? You need earplugs in there. I'm pretty sure that was... You guys were the ones who picked it. It's your spot. It's your usual spot. I had steak for lunch. Oh, that sounds delicious. What else has been going on recently? I don't know if this is preemptive, But to give you guys something to look forward to in the future, and we're not quite sure yet on dates, but so like I'm not promising anything. But Raymond is planning a Pathfinder campaign. He has graciously made a gigantic world of his original creation, with a bunch of like unique gods, pantheons, locations, history, politics, all that kind of stuff. And he's going to be running a Pathfinder campaign with it, with me, Kaiser, Twilight Guardian, I Know Nothing, and 2 other surprise guests, which I will not name at the moment. And so it's been fun. Like he's put a lot of work into this. And again, I don't know. I don't know if he intended this to be a surprise or not. But at the same time, like nobody's really watching my stream, so I could probably like if he wants to keep this on the down low, I don't think a whole lot of people are gonna find out about it from my stream. Yeah, keep this information to yourselves, by the way. Very, very hush-hush. I actually don't know if he wants me to tell people about this. Raymond is always doing something other than installing a donut dispenser in chat. Well, why would he? That's what you're here for, Billy. You're so gracious and just delightful, and your donuts are amazing. Why would we ever have a dispenser that can just pump out donuts like a factory machine when we can have ones that are made with utmost love and care directly from our main man, Billy? I'm not snitching yet. I mean, in fairness, if it does happen, it might be in like the next month or 2. So I'm getting kind of hyped for it, honestly. And honestly, it's been really fun overall because this is my first time playing Pathfinder. I used to play a little bit of 3.5e, which I am told is what Pathfinder takes a lot of its inspiration from. But like most of my D&D experience has actually been with 5th edition, and dipping into like other editions of Dungeons and Dragons. I have never played Pathfinder before, and I'm actually really excited for this. I can tell he's put a lot of effort into it. He's got like maps. He's come up with like names for a bunch of different locations. A lot of fun surprises ahead. I'm gonna be playing a sorcerer, just cause I like casting spells, and I like being. I figured that the team could use a utility caster, and as much as wizard sounds interesting, I feel like I could spruce things up a little bit. And actually, it's interesting too. Raymond had actually made his own original class for this campaign specifically, which one or more of us will be playing. And I will not be saying what that class is. Again, just give you something to go see when it comes out. Just something like very interesting to think about. I think the one thing that has been like kind of a point of discussion is just the general party dynamic, because alright, so originally I wasn't actually originally in the game. Originally it was supposed to be everyone else and then Fat Man. But Fat Man was not feeling how many feats there were for this game. And you got what? We got 2 feats, I think? Hold on. I believe it's 2 feats? No, it's 1 feat. Anyways, but like, we get a feat like every so often. E-A-T, not E-E-T. For those of you who are, I know you fetishists are out there somewhere. Maybe not right now, but someone out there is into that. And I'm telling you right now, stop. Get some help. Okay, I swear to God, we're 48 minutes into the stream and I still have not found this fucking, where is this guy? Where is he? Good Lord. Why do these missions take so good? Just, like, give me... Would it hurt at all to give me some sense of direction as to, like, where what I'm looking for is? Where the hell is Pence? Alright, But yeah, so, Fat Man really was not into it, and he was playing an alchemist originally, and so I figured, yeah, sure, I'll take a spellcaster to kind of, like, you know, fit with that. I'm actually kind of aiming to be, like, a bit more of, like, a pseudo-artificer later. I think that might be being a bit too generous, calling my character an artificer, but, like, I plan on doing, like, some, crafting at some point. Pete, you're self-reporting? Am I? Oh, about the feet topic. No! No! It took me a bit until I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Oh, the feet thing. I mean, in fairness, I have been looking at feats. I've been looking at lots of feats. I've been looking at, like, general feats. I've been looking at combat feats. I've been looking at magical feats. I'm kind of scared the character that I'm making right now. Cause there's a very, I don't want to say that, like, it's gonna be overpowered. I honestly don't know how it'll come out, because right now the sorcerer that I have is really squishy. Which is kind of a thing that we've talked about a little bit, is how half the party has, like, an HP of 8 or less. And my character has probably the worst armor class in the entire party, which is just concerning in and of itself, because I gotta find ways to make myself a little bit less killable. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna die in, like, one of the first sessions of the campaign. Where the fuck am I looking? We're almost an hour into this stream. I've been doing this for an hour. Where the fuck is Pence? So a request from me to you is that you hit someone with a staff in that Pathfinder for the funny. Also hope that Feet Man becomes a thing in the game. Feet Man EET will probably not, but Feet Man FEAT most likely will. Because I have a little thing that's planned, and this thing you actually got to keep on the down low. So there is, my build is going to have an ability later. Well, I'm going to have a thing in later levels. I'm not going to say what. That is going to basically give me access to almost any one feat that I meet the prerequisites for. So, and that's the main reason why I have been doing, like, a lot of, like, looking over feats, is just familiarizing myself with almost 100, maybe, like, well over, it has to be well over 100 different options for feats. Where the fuck am I going? I'm actually about to look up a guide. I'm actually about to look up a guide if I cannot find where the fuck Pence is at. Jesus Christ. What the hell am I doing? Where am I going? This place is huge, and I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm looking for. Alright, finally I found some enemies to kill. Holy shit! Ah! Here, get fired upon. Asshole. Holy crap. God. Oh god, why am I... Oh, it's because I'm blind. Alright, fire again. Now you're on fire. This planet is on fire! Oh, I'm gonna have a good time if I can survive, like, the first 5 or 7 levels. Because again, my character as of right now is the squishiest person in the party. I have 8 HP, and my armor class is 12 at its base. I'm gonna have to rely on mage armor a lot, and shield, although I'm not gonna have shield until 2nd level. So yeah, but like, I'm hoping that might make up for some really interesting plays that I'm gonna try at higher levels. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, in all honesty. Damn, that's a lot of feet. Are you gonna, are you a Souls-like fan or something? I wouldn't describe myself as a fan, but I've dabbled in Souls-like games a lot. I've played Dark Souls 2. I don't actually think I've played any of the other FromSoft games. And I've played the demo for Lies of P. I don't know if Hollow Knight counts as a Souls-like. I mean, it's more of a Metroidvania with, like, Souls aesthetics, I guess. I swear to God, I'm going to kill someone. Guys, I'm going to lose my mind if I cannot find this fat ass. Hold on. I think he's still in the sewers somewhere, but I gotta find where that one entrance is. There's, like, one area. It's not here. No, is it here? It's like that other sewer area. No, that's not it. God damn it. PeriodicPete out of context. No, that's the best kind of context to be out of, is the kind that, the periodic kind. I don't know where I was going with that. Alright, let me check back here, where the moaning sounds are. There you are! Fucking... Alright, God. Hey guys, something I can help you with? Yeah, actually, we had a question. Okay, shoot, let's see if it's anything I know. Is anything weird happening here? You know, in town? I mean, there's a lot of little quirks and mysteries, right? Like, say, the spooky stairs. Oh. So, you guys are like me, investigating the town's 7 wonders. No, we're just investigating the piece of paper you got. We're snooping around in your hideout place, like a bunch of creeps. Yeah, something like that. Why is this important? I genuinely want to know. What does this pertain to, like, the story? I wasn't planning to talk to anyone about it until I finished up my investigation. But... Alright, I'll tell you what I've got so far. That is, if you can answer the following questions. Oh, God. What? They're about the town. I want to see how serious you are about investigating this place. Does my yawning tell you how interested I am? What's the top of Station Heights? Station Plaza? What's written on the bulletin board in the Station Heights? Oh God, come on. Why am I gonna know that? Apartments available. Scoop up ice cream, sea salt ice cream. The struggle draws near. I'm gonna guess... Bulletin... I don't even know where Station Heights is! Struggle Wars. Because they like struggles, I guess. How many cars are in the train you can see from the Station Plaza? 2. I honestly don't know if that's the case. Oh, sorry, that's not right. It's not too hard to go check, though. I'll be waiting here. Fuck's sake. Really? This is best. This is best. Best Kingdom Hearts. Best Kingdom Hearts game. I mean, nobody said that, but, like, it just... Is it quiz time? Alright, let's go. Alright. What's the top of Station Heights? Tram Common. What's written at the bulletin board in Station Heights? Struggle Wars. How many cars? 2 cars. Hold on. Sorry, no, that's not right. Oh, God damn it. I don't even know how I can check that last one. There's no station cars in this game, and I can't go into the train station. Let me check back here where the moaning sounds are. Well, what it was, the air conditioner or whatever. Is it quiz time? Hold on, I'm just gonna keep guessing. That or I'm gonna look it up. Alright, hold on. The Station Heights. Where is Station Heights? Hold on. No, I'm just gonna look these up. I'm sorry. I cannot be, after, like, I've spent so much time looking around, I cannot be fucked. I just can't. Pences. Questions. Wait, they're supposed to be randomized? Wait, are these gonna be randomized once I leave? The top of Station Heights. Hold on. What's written at the bulletin board? Okay. Station Plaza. Sea salt ice cream. 1. I could have swore it was 2. Correct. All right. A promise is a promise. I'll let you know. All right. Cool. So I've been doing some digging around here. Learn about the town's wonders are all linked. In a sense, they're all made up. They're all made up. Nothing but stupid urban legends and rumors. What? Like those stairs you mentioned? Total sham. The truth is that one is just embarrassing. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, no, this is coming back to me. I thought the 7 wonders were, like, all glitches. I thought the 7 wonders were, like, all bugs in the system and Diz's simulation. These are real? Or are they different from how they were in Kingdom Hearts 2? That's another sleepy town, huh? Yeah, congratulations, we wasted our time for nothing. Yeah, thank you for telling me. Except maybe the 8th wonder. There's an 8th? The one about the tree. There's one tree where if you shake it, the whole place starts to rustle. Swish, swish, swish. Weird, huh? I still haven't seen it firsthand, so I can't tell you much. Yet very bad. Honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of the quizzes in Banjo-Kazooie either. Although I found them more preferable, because at least there was more stuff to do in the levels than just wandering around looking where the hell this guy is. People have said that they feel like they're being watched there, even though it's deserted. Okay, that one wasn't in Kingdom Hearts 2, so I'm guessing that the 7 wonders are different. But then wouldn't it just not be 7 wonders? Wouldn't it be like 14? Or however many extras, or different ones that there are here that weren't in Kingdom Hearts 2? Pretty strange. Number 8 is symmetrical. I'm not sure what you mean. Wouldn't be much of a wonder if it wasn't. I'm planning to go figure out the trick behind it later. Good luck with that. Thanks. Well, I should get back to my investigation. Try to keep this to yourselves, yeah? Alright, well now we gotta go back to what we're... So now, are you guys done digging around? Can we go back to looking for Xion? That was uninformative. Yeah, I'll say. Why did you guys even bother with this whole quiz thing? Maybe, maybe not. Huh? Okay, I'm confused too. He said people have a feeling some kind of presence in the wood outside of town, right? Maybe that's Xion's target. Right, let's go check it out. Okay, go into the woods. It's weird that, like, okay, strike the woods in the... Okay, gotcha. And I'm looking forward to it. I think the only unfortunate thing is that I'm not the only charisma caster in the party. I believe Kaiser is also... No, Kaiser is wisdom, I think. Shit, who else is charisma? I believe Twi is also a charisma build. And there's one other. I forget. Yeah, I forget who it is. So it's kind of weird how we're gonna have like 3 faces for the party. Like, in a sense, maybe I should have gone with Wizard, but I don't know what I have planned. I've invested way too much time, and also like I've already gotten my character made as well. There's also gonna be like little portraits for like each of our characters as well that you guys will see. Well, I don't know if like the whole character portraits will be featured, but you guys will definitely see like little icons of our characters' faces and stuff, so that'll be cool. Alright, hold on, you said it was in the forest. Strike the trees in the... Okay, number 8 is symmetrical. Oh, that's what you meant, is because it's a tree that is symmetrical. This one is dropping leaves, is this it? Ah, that was it. What? Is something there? Yeah, looks like we've got a live one here. No way. That's not actually a Heartless, is it? Or is it Mickey? Hurry, Roxas, don't let it get away. I think I'd be very surprised if that was a Heartless. Like, so people have been talking about how they feel something watching... So the Heartless only watches people, but it doesn't actually attack them? I feel like that'd be weird for a Heartless. No, I think... I'm gonna bet this is either Mickey or Riku. And he's got, like, health bars for us, too. Raymond made... Oh my god, it is! This thing just watches people? It doesn't even bother attacking them? I'm usually not very subtle with my hints. I'm proud of myself. No wonder Shion had trouble. It was blending into the scenery. So where is Shion? Still out trying to find it, probably. I mean, that or she's dead. What do you suggest? Well, target's a target. Doesn't matter who takes it out. I say we do it before it vanishes again. Right. Alright, lock on. There we go. Alright, well, I wasted all of my fire spells. God damn it. But I can still... God damn it. Ah, shit, I'm running out of... Potion. Use. Potion. Use. Ah, god damn it. Oh, what? Did we lose it? Shion! There you are! Where the hell have you been? You've been missing for days! It just dies. The close-up on his face is so funny because he looks completely disinterested. God damn it, I wish I didn't press A there so you could see it. Just, Shion, no. Stop, come back. Alright, so we finished it off. Yeah, I get it. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. Hold on. Magic! Hold on. Oh, right, I can still... Blizzard! I keep forgetting that I have shortcut commands. God damn it. Alright. Alright, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah, fuck! God damn it, every time that I get close to using my Y combo. I hear you. I hear you, asshole. Ah, damn it! Alright, 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 alright. Hold on. God damn it! Really? Again? And I'm... Thank you for healing me. Alright, let me... Alright, so... Alright. Fire! That also did nothing. Well, it did a little bit of something, I suppose. Alright, hold on. No, please don't hit me. Oh, if you hit it, then the invisibility goes away. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. God damn it. There we go. Alright. Kingdom Hearts characters like Axel would be perfect guest characters in Soul Calibur. Honestly... yeah, I mean, like, maybe more so just Sora specifically, but yeah. I honestly, like, any one of them wouldn't be too, unwelcome. Shion, are you okay? Right, Shion, you can't use that word. Roxas. Looked like that hurt. Where have you been? I'm fine, thanks. It's just... you can tell us all about it, but first, let's find a place to sit down. Why is your hood back up? There you go. Thanks. Why does her hood keep, like, going up and down all the time? Shion is weird. Eat up, it's gonna melt. I know. Yeah, there it is again. What the heck? What's wrong? Not hungry? ... I told you! I don't speak dots, Shion. Quit that. You want to talk about what happened? ... We're here if you want to get something off your chest, right, Roxas? Yeah, it's what friends are for. I can't use the Keyblade anymore. Ah, darn. And without it, I can't do my job. Well, I mean, you could... you could get, like, another weapon. What happened? I don't know, but if I don't defeat Heartless with the Keyblade... the hearts they release just find their way back to other Heartless instead. Well, I mean, yeah, but that's what, like, 12 other members of our organization already do. You can't just say that you're useless just because you don't have the Keyblade. The heart... oh yeah, I already read that. Her mood is tied to her emotions. Ah. Wait, isn't that just... oh, her hood is tied to her emotions. I was like, wait a minute, I think most of our moods are tied to our emotions. I swap them in one place and they just pop up in another. I'm supposed to be collecting hearts. Those are my orders. Without the Keyblade, I'm useless. Okay, first of all, one of your friends doesn't have a Keyblade. Asshole. Is there something you can do to help? Wish there was. What do you mean? Like, you don't have a Keyblade and you're still useful. Why don't you, like, tell her something she can do? But it's like Shion said, no Keyblade, no can do. She just has to find a new weapon. They're gonna turn me into a dusk once they find out that they don't need me. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's more... granted, like, yeah, the organization are a bunch of dicks, so that's a decent point. Come on, Axel, think of something. Hey, I'm racking my brain here, and there's just no way to... wait! I got an idea! What? Tell us. What if you work double duty, Roxas? Huh? What do you mean, Axel? Shion is stuck with Roxas until you can control the Keyblade again. Make sure your missions are with him. Then, he can collect hearts. And nobody will ever have to know that you're not doing the same. Axel, that's brilliant! Ah, but, Roxas, that also means that you have to collect twice as many hearts. I can do it. You don't mind? Of course not. But listen, Shion, if worse comes to worse, I can just use a stick. I wonder when we're gonna get to that meme. Hey, friends have got to be able to lean on each other now and then. Ain't that right, Roxas? Thanks. Axel, does that mean that you and I can be friends? Well, no. Just could you imagine? Was there ever any doubt? Any friend of Roxas is a friend of mine. Axel saw Raditz's style and thought, not spiky enough. Yeah, but he clearly looked at Raditz's style and was like, that's clearly too long. Thank you, Roxas, Axel. Yeah, friends. Eat your ice cream. Just melts, falls off the stick. Honestly, I do wish that I could talk more about the Pathfinder campaign. Like, it's not like there is anything that is necessarily preventing me from doing so. It is more so just like a lack of knowledge. We've not really started anything just yet. Inseparable. Yay! No friends, only donuts. Morning, Roxas. Hey. You ready to give this a shot? Yeah, come on. Together? Yeah, is that a problem? Yes, it seems widely inefficient. We could have you in 2 different locations collecting hearts. What in the world would possess you to ask at a time like this? What do you mean a time like this? What's happening right now? We're short-handed as it is, and yet you expect me to say, oh wait, that's an excellent point! So hold on, they're saying that they would just like axe Shion entirely at a time like this just because she doesn't have a Keyblade? Really? They would drop one more, they would willingly be short one more member. Even though they're already down like 5 people. They only have 8 members right now, right? Hold on, how many people died in Chain of Memories? It was 1, 2, 3, no. Yes, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Five. So there's only 7 people left. Actually, that is kind of crazy that they would think that they would just get rid of her just because she can't use her Keyblade anymore. When, like, only one person in their group can use a Keyblade anyway. Why not? Seems like a good idea to me. Put 2 half pints together, you get a whole. No, you put 2 half pints together, you get a pint. If you let us pair up, we can do tougher missions for you, no problem. Fine, as you wish. I'm really not feeling this game, guys. I'm really not. Off with you. Well, you're a dick. I'm sure we'll have more to talk about regarding the campaign once it actually starts. It's just a matter of like when it actually does. Working as a pair, Kupo? Do you need do this Moogle Proud Kupo? Oh, that was one of the cards that I got. I got I got a King Moogle at the Magic the Gathering event the other day. Let's see. I have plenty of potions. I don't need that. Oh, these are only for points. Where can I use my money? How do I use my money? Oh, I use it on synthesis stuff, I'm guessing? Yeah, okay. Huh. Wow, I have a lot more stuff than I thought I did. A limit recharge. What's a limit recharge? Oh, well, I mean, I guess it probably recharges your limit, I'm guessing. Moonstone, Shining Stone, Blazing Shard. Sure. I'll make one of those. Let's talk Deltarune. Love that game. I have not played Deltarune. I played Undertale way, way back when it came out. But I've not played any of the Deltarune stuff. You guys tell me. How do you feel about Deltarune? Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it how it is. I'm gonna take an extra limit recharge. I don't know why I'm doing that when I already have 4? Hold on. I don't have any mega potions though. I'll hold on to that though. Let's see. Yeah. Then a high ether. Jesus. This game is actually putting me to sleep. I'm trying to keep I'm trying to find like stuff to talk about. Hold on, let me get some water. I don't know if that might help. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, I'm sorry for the wait. I was in my laboratory alchemically taking 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen to make water myself instead of just turning on the tap. Yeah, no, my cards. I also got some more Magic the Gathering stuff for when I go to Otakon in DC later this year. I'm gonna be meeting Kaiser there. I'm hoping that we might play some draft together, so I'm keeping some packs sealed for us to do later. But I'm looking forward to meeting him again. I saw him last year when I went to Otakon. It was a fun time. He's a chill dude. He's got some cool friends. He's just a cool guy to know. Alright, I need to get more spells, don't I? Alright, hold on. Panels. Back to the panel stuff. Alright, oh, I have another level up. Yay, alright, I guess I will put that right here. Lets you carry additional items in your... Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Let's see. Alright, let's go to... Yeah, there we go. Oh, I have a cure, finally! I'll put that right there. And then I will put some more fires, I guess, just, you know, around here. There's another fire, and here's another blizzard, and I need more blizzards. Magic level 2. Oh, okay. Well, now I gotta rotate everything around so that I can include this. I don't think I can fit that anywhere in here. Alright, hold on. Okay, if I move this up here, if I move this right here, put that there, then I can do magic level 2, and then I can drop this right in there. I can put my blizzard in there too. And then I have room for more. You can tell I have a lot of fun with this. Like, the grid is fine from like a strategic standpoint. It's just, I really should have done like a lot of this before. Well, it wouldn't really make a difference because I gotta do this every time that I'm trying to make this entertaining for you guys. I'm sure it's not like the most interesting thing in the world to see me mess around with like a bunch of panels. The recent chapters just debunked 90% of the theories, and I find that funny. Oh yeah? What were some of the theories that it debunked, and how did it do it? I remember that there was a friend of mine who was playing the Delta Rune demo, like back when it first came out, just before COVID hit. We were at a New Year's party, and he was playing it, and it looked really cool, honestly. Just Undertale in general just seems like a neat game. Alright, yeah, let's... Yeah, I'll take a fire, and, Wait, why did that jump up to 180? What? It was at 90 a minute ago. Why did it jump up to 180? Oh, that's... okay. Let's see, and then... No more level ups, no more magic. There's some of this stuff. I'll have to look at what that stuff is later. Alright, and then I'll just drop those in there. Oh, hold on. No, that's... I was going to the right place. Come on. Come on, game. Panels. Oh, I need more potions, don't I? God damn it. I was filling up on magic that I didn't even realize. Yeah, I kind of need potions, don't I? Alright, hold on. I'll put cure in here. Yeah. Potion. Okay. Is that it? I think that's everything. But, yeah, I've not really played Deltarune. How much is Deltarune on Steam? Hold on. Let me look that up. Because I believe I have Undertale. Let's see. Somewhere. Deltarune is $24. Okay. Or 25. That's not too bad. I might consider playing that at some point. I'm just not, like, super into, like, the Undertale lore and stuff like that. Honestly, like, if anything, I wanted to play Undertale. The funny thing is that the thing that made me want to play Undertale was the genocide route and the Sands battle. It just seemed interesting to me. It just seemed like a fun battle. Or it just seemed fun. I don't know why, but it just seemed so chaotic and interesting. Even though I ended up spoiling myself on it. But I mean, if I didn't, I probably never would have played Undertale. But yeah, I've not touched Deltarune. I don't know much about it other than that they've now added a party system, and now you have two or three other party members. I don't know how that works, or if like that's changed up a whole lot about like, you know, moving and dodging. If it's become any less of a bullet hell, but okay, I'm guessing these are the story relevant ones, so I'm gonna just do these ones. So our orders are to investigate a cave this time? Right, Axel and I found it last time that we were here. There's a hidden entrance into the city. Oh wow, how'd you stumble across that? By accident, mostly. We spotted somebody acting fishy and Axel suggested we tail him. And that led you to the cave. Good call on Axel's part. So, you ready to go explore it? Yeah, the hidden door is down that way. Come on. Aight. I really like this Keyblade. Very flashy in the air. There's some things about the combat that I like a little bit. I just wish that, you know, I had better controls, which again, I can't necessarily blame the original game for. Sorry, I got a message from someone on Discord. On the topic of, like, other just nonsense going on, I find it really funny that Adi Shankar, the creator of the Devil May Cry anime, has just been digging himself a bigger and bigger hole with, like, every tweet he puts out. And I find it really funny. Because, alright, so first it came out that, like, I found it really interesting, the kind of stuff that he'd been saying and revealing about, like, just the production process of, or just his general thoughts and stuff in Devil May Cry, the anime. I found it interesting how, like, apparently the animation, or the animated series was in the works since before Devil May Cry 5. Which I found oddly amusing. Because Devil May Cry 5, that didn't come out until, like, what, 2020? That was, like, 5 years ago, right? Or 2019. One of those two. Now, it could have also just been that he only just found out about it, but, like, it's. And then there was the whole thing about him being disappointed that he didn't get to be the one to revive it because DMC5 had reinvigorated the popularity in the franchise. Uh-oh, we're not alone. Oh, that guy's... Oh, no, he's not that big. He's just big compared to the monkey. Or, no, he is big? What do you want to do? Like we have any choice. Let's clear him out. Roger that. We really should get you a stick, Shion. Oh, shit. Please don't fire me! Alright. These guys aren't too tough. I wish they would stop moving around so much. But I think what was even more interesting was when he had an interesting tweet in response to, like, stuff that I think it was something that George R.R. Martin said, and it was about adapting other media. He was talking about, oh yeah, we shouldn't change media when we adapt them, and we should try to keep them as authentic to the source material as possible. Which I showed that to Kaiser and another friend of ours, CBF, and we had a field day with that, because, at least, like, from what I've been told, to my understanding, the DMC anime is not even remotely accurate to the games in terms of lore or anything. That monkey, I saw him here last time, too. I saw that tweet. It was so fucking funny. Here, let me see if I can read it. George R.R. Martin once gave a gold coin over dinner. I like George, and he's 100% right. Writers should stop taking beloved material and changing it. Four exclamation marks. Please respect the source material. IP doesn't exist to fit your agenda. You know, unless we want to like add in like an agenda about the war on terror in a Devil May Cry anime, then it's perfectly okay. Like, that's so crazy to me. How is it? How are you this two-faced, man? Roxas, look! Man is speedrunning his career. Oh, for sure. He must have dropped it. Why'd he swipe something like this? What do you think? Should we just leave it? It's up to you, Shion. His Castlevania anime really shows the value of that quote. That, from what I understand, I've not played Castlevania, so I don't know the accuracy of it, but I've been told it's not accurate to Castlevania either. We may not have a choice to, we may not have a chance to return it, but if you don't pick it up, somebody else will. And I guess I'll hold on to it. It might come in handy. Is that a gummy block? I didn't think that we'd be doing gummy blocks in this game since there's no, gummy ship. Let's head for the cave. It could also just be a gem, I don't know. I'm really zoning out with these Disney stories. Like more than usual, I mean. Like, I'm already, not a big fan of the Disney movie subplots, but like, this game especially, I am, ah, shoot. Fuck it, I'll just go the other way. They just seem so unimportant and menial. Like, even more than usual. Noticeably more. Like, more of a time waster than the other ones are. Alright. Just comparing both Hector's shows and Adi show does not... that Adi does not know what he's talking about. Yeah, no, it's... And again, like I've said this before, I'm fine if you want to, like, change, something in the source material in your adaptation. Again, like, I refer back to that little speech about The Prestige and the book that it's based on. You can change source material in an adaptation, but you gotta understand what was so good about the original and what worked about the original in order for you to do that. Because otherwise, you're gonna risk doing a bunch of stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with the original to begin with. Which is in part a big problem with Devil May Cry, or at least I would argue later seasons of Castlevania. I didn't mind early seasons of Castlevania. It's later seasons that I was not... Like, seasons 1 and 2, I'm fine with. Season 3 and 4, I was checking out on seasons 3 and 4. I still have not seen Nocturne. Let's see. Okay, investigate the Cave of Wonders. Oh, we gotta go back... God, and the stuff that they did in Castlevania, where, like, I still think it's so silly. The whole, explanation for why demons are afraid of the cross is because, oh, they don't like geometry. It's just still one of the funniest, like, excuses I've ever heard. You know? Which isn't even, like, accurate. Like, in this, it's not even, like, accurate to reality either, and I feel like a lot of people who actually tend to agree with the show don't actually do any research in that kind of stuff. Because yes, certain geometric shapes can elicit a response from a creature, but that's true for, like, everything. Because creatures, even humans, will associate certain things and aspects, visual cues about certain objects, with other things that they've experienced. It's part of the reason why, like, the color red evokes very different emotions from, like, other colors when we look at it. Okay? This isn't a geometry thing. This is just, like, a general, all creatures thing. And again, it's not like geometry itself scares certain creatures. It is that geometry in a certain shape reminds them of certain predators. In some cases, it can be the opposite, you know? Like, you want to know the reason why sharks oftentimes attack surfers? It's because they see the silhouette of the surfboard, and they see, like, a seal or an otter or something like that, and they want to attack it. That's, again, it's the same thing. But that's not being afraid of geometry. That's being afraid of, like, whatever that geometry reminds them of. Which, I would have preferred that over the explanation of, like, oh, yeah, they're afraid of geometric shapes. I would have preferred if it was like, oh yeah, they're afraid of like what the cross reminds them of. And then you could like leave it kind of a mystery. Like if you don't want to, you know, make it about religion, which again, I don't know why you would when you're in Castlevania and, you know, objectively gods exist, you know? It's just, it's so strange to me. So what, they're just afraid of any right angle? Apparently not. Alright. Because there's all kinds of right angles all over, the Dracula's castle. I don't see anyone freaking out about those. But no, vampires don't like right angles. Just so silly. Sorry, I'm running out of conversation topics because this game is so boring. I want to get through all the Kingdom Hearts games, but like, this one, I think this is the hardest one to get through so far. I hope Adi never touches Command and Conquer. EA is already doing enough damage to the franchise by selling it to Chinese devs that abuse their workforce. I don't think you have to worry about that. I think he has his eyes on Capcom franchises right now. Because he talked about how, you know, oh damn, I should have done Street Fighter instead of Devil May Cry because of Devil May Cry 5. So it seems like he's kind of has his eye on Capcom franchises. I think I'm more worried about Mega Man. I mentioned this to Kaiser earlier as well. I think considering that we have confirmed that he has had his eyes on 2 Capcom franchises now, Devil May Cry and Street Fighter, there is now there's a non-zero chance, there's a non-0% chance that he is looking into other Capcom franchises like Mega Man. Why is this one part of the wall crumbling? Feel that? A draft. There must be a chamber on the other side. Let's break it! Can we break it? Any minute now. Alright, well, now the wall is just in... Oh, well, there it is. Okay, what if I do a fireball? That does nothing. Okay. So I gotta find some other way to break it. Not Mega Man, keep him away. And also, considering that, like, the idea of a Mega Man series must, you know, have been thrown around at some... I mean, we've technically already gotten a Mega Man series not too long ago. Well, I mean, I guess it was kind of a while ago. Like, maybe 5 or so years ago? It might have been well over 5 years ago now. So, it's definitely a possibility, I would say. I mean, even more so after that animation on, what was it called? Level Up? New Game Plus? Is that what it was called? The Amazon series of all those little, video game animations. There was one that was about Mega Man. I think, like, there's already a good chance that, like, some people are already kind of talking about possibly making a Mega Man series or a Mega Man movie of some kind. I don't know if, like, those same people have Adi Shankar on their radar, and I would hope that after Devil May Cry, they would be even less on his radar, but I believe that was Level Up. Okay. Hey, what do you make of this? There's a hole here. It's like something is meant to fit inside. Roxas! Keep your head out of the gutter! Stop that. Do not put that in there. Huh. Looks like it's the same size as the gem I found. Thank you, Shion, for being the voice of reason. Also, I love how, like, in that one angle, she didn't even, like, put it in there. It just, like, floated in midair. Okay. Alright. No way, it clicked right into place. Guess that explains where the monkey found it. If it was here to begin with, it should probably stay here. Ready to dig a little deeper? So can I talk about something? Yeah, man, go right ahead. That's what chat's here for. We've combed this whole area. What next? Wait, have we? Let's head further in the cave. We already... New breakthrough. What? What? Huh? Okay, but there's still that stuff that I want to check out. Alright, let me jump off here. Oh god, this. Just riveting gameplay. Why did they make this room so huge? Why is this room ginormous? Alright, a little bit further. Alright, get up there, Roxas. Good boy. That's a switch. Damn it, I thought there was a block over here. God damn it. Okay, well now I gotta move it back. Alright, hold on. Other way, Roxas. Yeah, there we go. God damn. Get over there! Alright. Get up there! Thank you. Honestly, I'm curious to see what his next project is going to be. From what it looks like, there's probably going to be a Season 2 of Devil May Cry. Which, I mean, you know... Okay, I mean, I got more periodic cast topics. I mean, granted, I don't think that'll be for a while. But it looks like that there's probably going to be another season. What exactly Audie is going to do after that, I really don't know. Granted, from what it sounds like, he wasn't, the head writer of that series. Which just makes a lot of the comments that he's made that much more hilarious. Because I think it shows just how uninterested he is in his own projects. The fact that, like, he's saying things like, oh yeah, we shouldn't change the source material. I'm betting that's the reason why he tweeted that. Is that he thinks that his Devil May Cry anime didn't change the source material. Because he was just a producer, I'm betting. But I'm guessing he's going around telling everybody that, like, he is some kind of big shot director or has a big creative input on it. When really... From what I've heard, he doesn't have much creative... He really doesn't do much on any of his projects. But still takes a lot of the credit for it. And I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if that were the case. Okay, is this what I'm looking for? What is this? What is this? What if I smack this? There we go. Okay. What'd that do? Oh! This is moving now. Oh, okay, all these are moving now. Alright, perfect. Get me up there. Get me out of here! I didn't do anything! God damn it! Fucking... Ah... Roxas, come on, man. Come on, man. You can wall grab. You can do it. I believe in you. I will be interested to see, like, what he does next. But, yeah, he is speedrunning his career. He is just running it into the ground with the kind of reputation that he's garnering. Blizzard. There we go. Yeah, bonus. I don't know what bonus I got, but what's this thing? When in doubt, give it a good smack. Well, that's what I was trying to do. Okay. That's on fire now. I don't know what that do, but it did it. So, do you know a lot about the Voices of the Void? I've not heard of that before. What are the Voices of the Void? Oh, are those... Is that what I keep hearing? Is that what keeps telling me to kill everybody? Oh, that... I had no idea that those were coming from the Void. How do I get rid of them? They're really annoying. They keep telling me to ruin my friends' lives. Do a bunch of, like, just very strange things. And they're just kind of obnoxious, you know? Alright. Blizzard this bitch. I do like Blizzard in this game, how, like, it actually locks on, and then even if the enemy is destroyed before it hits, it will lock onto another enemy. That's really useful. Alright. Second one is, what, down here? No. Where is the next one? There it is. Oh, I gotta hit them in order, I think. Okay, so that's 3. So I gotta hit number 2. And then I come back for 3. Okay, whatever that is, I don't think I can open it. So I gotta go down here. Alright, so if I jump down here, I think I fall back down to the lower levels. Yeah, okay, so I hit 2. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. Alright, get iced. Oh, nope. Rocks just do not walk off that ledge. Good lord. The floor is cracked. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, this looks like it was built ages ago. Alright, 2. Another one of those blocks. Try hitting this one. Smack. Alright. And now we head back for number 3. But, no, to answer your... Hold on! No, go back! What was that? I'm trying to look at something right now. Do you mind? Alright. That's a penis! It's a tiny penis, but that's just a straight up penis. They just drew a penis on like one of the doors. Okay, I think it's supposed to be cherries. I think. I don't know. But like that's a very strange. That's a very phallic looking. It's oddly phallic looking for you to put on a door. You know? I'm not the only one who sees that, right? Right? Surely. Surely I'm not. Alright, well. Into the penis store. Alright, we, give me up. Go up. And then, go up again. Interrogate them like it's a therapy session. They get too flabbergasted to do anything and stop annoying you in a few weeks. Duly noted, you sound very experienced with the voices in your head. Ah, no! Holy shit! God damn it, Roxas, you had it! You had it! You blew it! You had it all and you blew it! Alright. Jump. Yay, I love platforming in Kingdom Hearts. I don't think that there's ever been a Kingdom Hearts game where I actually enjoyed the platforming. Or at least not one that I found. I've heard that the, Cavern of Remembrance isn't... No! No! Goddammit, Roxas! You did it again! I've heard that the Cavern of Remembrance is pretty good, but I've not done that yet. I'm saving that until I decide to do the post-game content for Kingdom Hearts 2. Which will probably be eventually, considering that, I should do that before I finish this game. But no, seriously, what's the Voices of the Void? What's that? What else? Investigate the desert cave. Holy crap. Why do these missions take so goddamn long? These missions are so long! Like, I would never finish one of these on, like, on a bus ride. This is what? Our second mission? Our third mission? We've been streaming for 2 hours, and this is our third mission. Alright. Next. I think I might... What the hell was that? Oh, wait, I'm supposed to go the other way. Hold on. Oh, no, I already got that one. No, it's this one I haven't got yet. Okay. Then 3. Yay! We did the thing! So the switches were for those steps. Let's see where they lead. Okay. Guys, I think I might actually like this game less than Chain of Memories. Maybe even less than Riku's story. I don't know. I'm told that the story in this game is the best in the series. I'm waiting for, like, the story to get good. I really am, because I've not been impressed with a whole lot of it. And, like, nothing has happened either! Like, the most that's happened so far is that Shion lost her Keyblade. Alright, how do I... Oh, right, I gotta hit the switch thing. Alright, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm just... And, like... It's not even particularly hard, it's just... boring. Like, Chain of Memories was frustrating at certain points, but, you know, it was fine. It was doable. It kept my engagement. I'm bored out of my mind with these levels. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that too much, because, like, a lot of the basic enemy fights in Chain of Memories were also pretty monotonous and repetitive and boring. Yeah, you know what, maybe that might be a little bit too soon to say, because I think the only thing I really liked about Chain of Memories were the boss fights. Alright, what do we do here? What's the statue? It's holding a jewel or something. I'm sure if we take it, the whole place will definitely not fall apart. I think that's about all we're gonna find down here. Yeah, I don't see any more doors or switches. We must be at the end of the cave. So what's the verdict? Well, we searched the cave top to bottom. Let's call it a day in RTC. Hey, who are you bozos? Uh-oh, I know you. Here for the magic lamp, are you? What magic lamp? Don't try and play dumb with me. Ow, my voice. Hold on, I need a drink. You listen up, an old...
You better listen up and listen good. That lamp is officially property of Pete. That's me, you got it?
No, I'm Pete, and the lamp is my property. Identity theft is not a joke.
So you goons can keep your dirty mitts off.
Man, we were just leaving. Alright, so... Shion, you mind giving some support spells? Alright, hold on. Blizzard! Oh, shoot. He's really not, very tough, is he? Oh, wow, I almost got him down to his last health. Oh, shoot. No, I can't, Oh, hold on. Alright, my controls are inverted. This is gonna take a little bit of getting used to. There we go. He's really not that tough, is he? I mean, granted, well... no, I guess... Well, I mean, first Pete boss in Kingdom Hearts 2 wasn't too tough either, but... some of the later ones were.
You puny punks! First I can't find that dog-blasted lamp, now I gotta deal with these weirdos!
Dude, you're kind of a couple games off, you know? Lamp was already taken. The fact that, like, this Cave of Wonders is still here is a miracle in and of itself.
It just ain't fair!
It just stands there.
Zoinks!
Like, this can't be good! Just become Shaggy for a minute. Like, I'm out of here! I don't know what the drum sound that makes when, like, the Scooby Gang run. Hey, wait! Nothing happens in that game, trust me, bro. Wait, which game? Which game are you talking about? Huh? Which one? Come on, Roxas, we can't stay here. Nothing in this game or in Chain of Memories? Oh, come on, we don't even get, like, a running section? Alright, well, we're out of the cave now. Phew, we made it. Just barely. So I take it that was the guy? The one with me and Axel? Yeah, Pete, I think he said. No, he's not the real Pete. He stole my identity. There's only one Pete. Those are the rules. No one else is allowed to be Pete. Everyone else is Peter. Only I get to be Pete. Yeah, he kept going on about some magic lamp. Wonder what he meant. Does Pete even like, is he even important to this plot at all? Like, why is he here? I'm just like, I'm looking at all this stuff from all these different, you know, worlds, and even within, like, the self-contained conflicts within that world, I'm like, what are they building up to? What is the story, you know? So you have Aladdin and Jasmine who are helping with rebuild efforts after, like, a sandstorm hit. There's the Beast. I don't know, like, what all is going on at, like, his castle yet. And we've not really been to any other places yet. I'm like, what? And then there's the Seven Wonders at Twilight Town. I'm like, what exactly? Is there, like, gonna be, like, some climax to these individual worlds? Or is there something that these are building up to? Is there something that, like, Pete has importance to in the plot of Agrabah? I genuinely, I kind of want to, I don't have faith that there is, because so little has happened. So little has happened in these worlds. You want to know, like, I mean, granted, Hercules' world in the first game wasn't very long, but, you know, in Olympus, we fought fucking Cerberus on our first visit, and that was, like, in the first maybe 30 minutes, tops, that we went there. There's a whole lot of nothing going on in these worlds. And it really sucks, too. Because these worlds, even just with their own self-contained stories, are just pitifully less interesting than they have been in other Kingdom Hearts games. I can see why so much of it was cut in, and why so much of this game was reduced down to just cutscenes. Because the gameplay really isn't that fun. And like a lot of the story outside of like just the main stuff involving Xion and Roxas and Axel is even more boring than that. Roxas, behind you. Huh? Ah, surprise carpet. Ah! Where'd that come from? What am I looking at? You're looking at a carpet, Roxas. You okay? Yeah, it doesn't seem hostile. I think it likes you. Figure that one out. Yeah, figure that one out. Yeah! Who are you? Who am I? You want to know who I am? Yes? Also, wait, I thought you guys were supposed to, like... Hold on, last time you guys came to Agrabah, I thought you were supposed to, like, make sure that nobody sees you. I could have swore that was something that, like, was a rule. I could be misremembering. Greetings, organisms! Welcome, Titan Executioner! Sorry I'm late, working late tonight. What'd I miss? You didn't really miss a whole lot. We were talking about, the success of the Nintendo Switch 2, and how we are gonna have $80 games pretty much from now onward, and it's only gonna go up from there. We talked a little bit about, Adi Shankar and Devil May Cry and some tweets that he said. We talked about, what else did we talk about? Oh, I talked about how I'm going to be in a Pathfinder campaign with, Kaiser, Twy, I Know Nothing, and some others, DM'd by Raymond, sometime in, like, the next month or two. So yeah, feel free to ask me some questions about that, and I will tell you whatever I think I am allowed to, which, I mean, since Raymond hasn't said that I can't talk about it, I'm assuming is pretty much anything. What else have we talked about? Oh, I went to a Magic the Gathering event the other day. We now have Final Fantasy and Magic the Gathering, and I went to a pre-release set the other day. And it was pretty fun. I got some decent cards, nothing mind-blowing. I kind of wish I got some better cards, considering that two guys that I knew got, like, some of the most expensive cards in the set. One guy got, like, the second rarest card in the set. Another guy got the third rarest card. Each worth, like, $150 each. As of right now, it was fluctuating a lot, I think. As of the time that they found it. But I got some pretty decent cards from that, too. I got a Vincent Valentine card. I got an Aerith Gainsborough card. I got Sephiroth doing his thing. I got some other decent cards, I think, out of it. And I got some more, some other packs that I'm going to leave sealed, and I'm going to use them for a draft when I see Kaiser at Otakon later this year. What else? I think that's kind of it. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. What's Sephiroth's thing? Oh, you know the thing! The thing he does with a sword, the thing he does to Aerith. Everyone knows the thing that he does. He didn't do that to Aerith in my game. He just did that, to Vincent. God, I wanted to play Vincent so badly in that event. And, like, the one time that I finally got to play him, my opponent just, like, went Sephiroth's intervention and just killed him. I didn't even get to transform him. I was so upset, but, like, I'll have time to make a commander deck out of him later. Well, alright then. One personal introduction coming right up. Name's Genie, formerly of the Lamp, but call me by my first name, kids. And this is my good friend, the Magic Carpet. Nice to meet ya. Those are the eyes of someone who has seen some shit. Good God. Great, just want to eat with games. Time to break out the retro stuff. Yep, no, pretty much exactly. And especially considering, like the games that they have on the Switch 2. I have not been enticed to pick up the Switch 2 yet. Because, like, what all is even on there? Because, like, we have... Okay, there's the new Mario Kart game, which looks neat. But, like, besides that, I don't know what is actually out that's on the Switch 2. Granted, like, it only just came out, so I guess there wouldn't be a whole lot. Later, we're supposed to get a new Donkey Kong, and we're gonna get Metroid Prime 4. But, like, besides that, all of it are just, like, ports from the Switch. You have a remaster of both of the Zelda games, remasters of, like, some other games, and I think Mario Kart 8? But, like, those games were fine on the Switch, so I don't know why I would pay $80 for a second copy of those, you know? And, like, it's not like a port of a game from the Wii U that I can now take on the Switch, which was a huge upgrade, just considering that the Switch can be taken on the go, whereas the Wii U couldn't. Like, I don't see much... I don't know why you would get one of the remake games on the Switch too. It just does, especially if you already have it on the Switch. Like, yeah, I've been told that there are, like, some... And I could see, like, some of the performance improvements on there. But again, it's not like the performance was bad on the first games, and you're paying $80 for them! Hey, come on now, you can do much better than that! Seffi cucked you, that's funny. No, for real! For real. But you know what? I also got to cuck someone else with Seffi, because I got my own Sephiroth's Intervention card, which I was abusing the hell out of. I had been playing a black and white deck, which I think was kind of the first time I've ever played white. The only reason why I played white is because I got a lot of good removal cards with white, and not a whole lot of other cards from the other three colors that really did a lot of synergy. Hey, come on now, you can do better than that! I mean, why so glum? Feeling a little blue? Believe me, I can relate. No doubt. So, who are you kids? We're... Psst, Roxas, change the subject. We're, change it to what? What? Just introduce yourselves. Me? I was just swinging by Agrabah to check in. Well, all of a sudden the carpet here decides to put the tassels to the metal and take off. Says he spotted a friend. A friend? And that friend is me? I know, crazy, isn't it? I tagged along, all ready to reminisce about old times. Why doesn't he Isn't, like, the whole thing about, like, Shion is that everybody sees something different in her? So, like, wouldn't Genie see Roxas on Shion? Or does he actually see Kairi through Shion? I don't know how, like, Shion's whole, like, appearance thing works. It's very weird. Neither have I. It would be cheaper to buy the PS2. Probably could buy 2 PS2s in Final Fantasy VII for the price of a Switch 2. Even one PS2 could be the price of a Switch 2 game. Well, actually, that was something that we were talking about earlier, is that apparently, even when adjusted for inflation, the Switch at launch cost less with a game. The Switch at launch costs less than the Switch 2 costs today with a game. Or, like, without a game, sorry. Switch 2 right now, without a game, costs $500. Whereas the first Switch, adjusted for inflation, costs today about $400. So it's not only just more expensive because of inflation, it's also just more expensive in general. And I don't know why. Hell, I was seeing markups. I googled prices for it. I was already seeing markups of, like, upwards of $1,000 for some Switch 2, which, granted, I'm sure are, like, some scalpers who are really hoping that they can, you know, squeeze some unlucky dumbass. But I don't know who would pay. Even among the people who were, like, first in line to buy the Switch 2, I don't know who in their right mind would pay $1,000 for the Switch 2, but then again, there's someone out there who would do it. But I had no idea that But I have no idea who in the cosmos you are. Hold on! Hold on! It was established in Kingdom Hearts 2 that Roxas looks a lot like Sora. Fucking Xemnas himself said it. Why doesn't anyone think that he like, yeah, he doesn't look like Sora, but that's just all the more reason why the line in Kingdom Hearts 2 doesn't make any sense. Why people say that, you know, him looking like Sora doesn't make any sense. When, like, there are people in this game who don't think that he, you know, don't make the connection. It's also just very selective with, like, who recognizes him and who doesn't, exactly. It's very weird. You sure this is a friend of ours, Rugman? Yeah, I don't know why the Rug recognizes him, but, like, Genie doesn't. Because, like, Carpet only knew, Sora for, like, at best, like, a day or so. He wasn't even a part of our party. Meanwhile, Genie actually traveled the worlds with us. He was a summon. Like, he was with Sora pretty much the whole time up until the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. If anyone would recognize Roxas, it's him! Anyway, Agrabah is the city over there, right? That's the one, my buddy Al's hometown. Why, when we first met, Al and I were inseparable. Inseparable? Yup, until Carpet and I took off on a well-deserved vacation. What you might call a mini world tour. So why are you here? You went to go travel other worlds, why are you here? Well, we got worrying about how Al was doing. So I figured we'd pop back in to check up on him. Gotcha. Okay. Why were you worried? Is there something to worry about? I mean, there's a sandstorm. Well, sure, it's only natural to worry about your friends. I worry about things we're doing with Jasmine. About how things are with Jasmine. I don't think they're... Well, I think Aladdin's... I'm not... No, that's too easy. How the city is holding up. And once I get something on my mind, I can't knock it out. Tried everything. Dynamite, sledgehammers, tweezers. Well, I don't know about anybody named Al, but... The city's in rough shape. They've been fixing it up. Right, they keep getting hit by sandstorms. What? Why do these things always happen the minute I leave town? Alright, stand back. A little magic and I'll have this place whipped back into shape. Hell, you could probably buy an original copy of Earthbound for the price of the Switch 2. You know what? You probably could. Hell, you could probably buy, Pokemon Coliseum for less than the price of a Switch 2. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. Pokemon Coliseum. Yep, Pokemon Coliseum first listing is $183. That costs less than the Switch 2. And then, or what did you say? Original Earthbound? Original Earthbound cartridge. Well, maybe? I'm getting, like, some mixed signals. There's some cartridges that are, like, anywhere between, like, in the 30s or 20s, but then there's also some others that are, like, in the 2300s, and another one that's almost 4500. It's... I don't know. I don't know about the Earthbound. I'm betting some of those cartridges are probably artificially made, and I'm guessing the ones that are in the thousands are some of the original ones. But no, it definitely feels like there's some better usages for your money. And the fact that so many people bought it anyway, I think is crazy in and of itself. It just kind of like shows just how many people really do not care that much if, you know, this sets a new standard for what games are going to cost going forward. And I don't think enough people realize the kind of ramifications of, like, supporting this is gonna have. Your friend Al said, this isn't a job for magic. What? He what? Yeah, wait, no. When did he say that? He said people living there should be the ones to fix it up. When did he say that? Oh, well, that's Al's final... Well, hold on! They're getting hit by sandstorms. Buildings are getting destroyed. People are dying. Or, like, people could be dying. You're telling me that, like, magic wouldn't be welcome? I'm genuine. Did they really say that and I just didn't notice? It's been a couple months since I was last... No. Really? Was that actually something that Aladdin said? Well, if that's Al's final word, I guess that's that. What? No! No! People could be dying for all you know! You're just gonna leave it like that? I thought you said you were worried! You're not going to go... Yeah, exactly! What Roxas said. Al said no magic, right? I'd love to fix the place, but even a genie's got respect for his friend's wishes. I guess so. What? No! Roxas, not you too! We should get back, Roxas. Is this literally just to, like, explain why the genie didn't, like, meet up with Al again before Kingdom Hearts 2? Still, I doubt he'd mind a teensy-weensy speck of help. Okay, thank you. Holy crap. Yeah, let's at least get rid of that sandstorm. Thank you! Jesus. Oh, we don't need magic. Fucking... Is that actually something that he said? I don't remember. But you know, Pete, the price in the US, you know, Pete, the price us justifiable. Why? Because it's better than the competition, so I've heard. Is it? To my understanding, the competition has it... Well... I haven't really looked at, like, what the price for, like, an Xbox One and a PlayStation is. Because I've basically just become a PC gamer at this point, so I guess I don't really know what to compare it to. But yeah, I mean, from what I understand, a PlayStation 5 isn't exactly cheap either. What is a PS5 at right now? Well, oh yeah, also there's the whole PS5 and having, like, the disc compartment separate. Jesus Christ, that was also a thing. PS5, how much does that cost? Actually, hold on, a PS5 might actually be less expensive than the Switch 2 right now. No, well, the one with Astrobot. No, the one with Astrobot is about the same. Well, about $50 less. $450. But no, it's about the same. I'm fine on games for now. Got a bunch of free fan-made projects, including the one that spent about 20 years in development. Oh yeah, no, indie games are definitely going to be the things that, you know, I'm keeping an eye on. I'm pretty much sticking with indie games at this point. You know, like most AAA games, big studio games, I'm just really not too interested in. Yeah. And with that out of the way, enough stalling. Who are you two? What? Okay, forget who. Where are you? Okay, hold on. We're in the middle of a desert. How did we, like, disappear? Hey, mission go okay? Yeah, it was alright. There's a lot of looking around. A lot of boring, you know, menial work. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Thanks, Axel. You and Roxas are the best. We try. It's a dumb reason, I know, but that's what I heard in an interview. Some guy named Bowser. Really? Reggie said that? Reggie said that. I'm surprised. I mean, I've not been looking up a whole lot of interviews on the subject, but holy crap, the fact that Reggie Fils-Aimé said that? You sure that was him who said that? And I guess, yeah, I mean, he's a used to work with Nintendo, so I guess he would speak positively about it. I don't know. I don't think you could even say that. I'm happy with indie and retro games. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I heard that Expedition 33 did really good. Not that Bowser. Oh, okay, different Bowser. I think it was the CEO that came after Reggie, whose name was Bowser. Oh, right! He got a new... Well, no, I knew that he got, like, a replacement, but I forgot that his name was literally Bowser. That place you and me went before. What was it again? Agrabah. Oh, that city in the desert. We sure ran into some interesting characters this time, huh? You mean Pete and Genie? Genie sounded really worried about his friend, some guy named Al. But I guess you can't always jump in and do everything for your friends, even if you want to. I mean, he ended up doing it anyway. I mean, he ended up doing it after all. And also, like, there was no reason why he couldn't still help. It's like, at best, he just said he didn't want any magic. That's right, people need their space. So then why did Genie say he and Al were inseparable? Yeah, it's not like they were joined at the hip. I don't know, I feel like this is, like, I get what they're saying, I just feel like this is a weird analogy for it. Like, you're really telling me that Aladdin wouldn't be happy for Genie to come by and help them out? Like, even if you could find some justifiable reason why he wouldn't want Genie to be helping him with magic. It's not like he can't just use some good old elbow grease to help them, you know? I don't see why that's something that Genie couldn't do. Why wouldn't he still want to help? Why wouldn't Aladdin want him to help, even if he just didn't want magical help? You know? It just seems weird to me. And, like, even the fact that he doesn't want magical help is itself weird. Like, fuck, you have a giant sandstorm that's destroying your city. It's blowing up. It is collapsing and cutting off entire sections of the city with giant piles of sand. It is destroying entire structures and buildings. As far as I know, this could be killing people. I don't know, I feel like some magic would be welcome. Feel like Aladdin would be kind of a dick to all of his other people for rejecting that, but I don't think... We're not here to talk about that, because the Disney worlds never matter in this Disney game. Yeah, it's not like they were joined at the hip. Oh, I already read that. Well, I think you can be inseparable even if you're apart. Really? Sure, if you feel really close to each other, if you're best friends. What's it like having a best friend, Axel? Couldn't tell you. I don't have one. Well, thanks, dickhead. Oh. Well, damn, all you guys are assholes. You don't consider each other best friends? Isn't that character assassination? Kind of? I think the only reason why, like, I don't know if I would consider that character assassination is just because it's... None of it matters to anything. Nothing in the Disney worlds ever really matter. They're so, like, unimportant. And, like, in this game, they're even more so. But yeah, no, I'm focusing mostly on, like, indie games. I don't really have, like, any particular indie games that I have my eye on right now, although I've heard that, like, Expedition 33 was doing pretty good. I had a friend who 100% completed it not too long ago. Had a lot to say about it. I don't think I picked up anything recently. I don't know what's out currently. I had a lot of fun with, what was it called? Pal World. I never finished it yet, but I had a lot of fun with that when it first came out. Still have some other indie games. Outer Wilds was really fun. Granted, those are, you know, those are much older indie games. A little while ago, I picked up a game called Spiritfarer, which looked kind of interesting. Another friend recommended it to me. I wanted to play that at some point. Yeah, no, I'm mostly sticking with like Disney games or with indie games for the time being, because I really cannot afford to be spending $80 on video games these days. Make Disney worlds more important in the narrative of Kingdom Hearts, or draw 10 cards. No, that's exactly it. It's exactly it. Hell, like, forget making them more narratively important. Like, just... in many cases, I wouldn't mind them just being more respectful to their source material. Like, fuck, the first Kingdom Hearts game, I feel, really does not understand a lot. Granted, I think the only two big offenders of that are Agrabah and Atlantica. I think those are the only two games, or the only two worlds where it's really a big issue for me. But then there's also like some little things in Deep Jungle, in Wonderland, and even a little bit in Olympus, where I'm like, you guys really didn't watch much of the movie. I'm still kind of amazed that the first section of Deep Jungle is him landing into the treehouse where Tarzan's parents lived, and Tarzan shows up there, like, and there's no reaction on his part to this house of his. Whereas in the movie, him finding out about this house and who lived in it, and thus, by extension, who he is, was such an important moment for both him and that movie. And the fact that, like, it's not even remotely acknowledged or hinted at is kind of making me feel like, did you guys even watch the movie? Wasting two members on a single mission, amateurs. Well, you know what? You guys are short 5 members, so shut the fuck up. There's this thing, there's this game called Voices of the Void. It's a game about catching satellite signals and also maintaining said satellites when they break. Oh yeah, you were talking about that earlier, so that's what that is. Perhaps they read the plot synopsis, maybe. No, I honestly, considering how badly they adapted Aladdin, that would not surprise me. That would not surprise me in the least. They skim over so many important details of that movie, and it feels like there were a lot of missed opportunities in there, the way that they adapted Aladdin in Kingdom Hearts 1. I really did not like it. Nothing happens in that game, trust me, bro. Oh, in Voices of the Void? So, okay, so you wouldn't recommend Voices of the Void then. Okay. You and her will make it work. Just keep it subtle, yeah? No, I gotcha. By the way, Roxas, have you been filling the bonus gauge completely? The organization rewards guys who do thorough work. Oh, well, not really. This game is kind of long enough as it is. I've not really been doing a whole lot. Give it a try. Fill the gauge for days 51 to 57 and then come see me. Syax may have something for you. The less that I have to do in this game, the better. I don't know. I just want to finish this game up so I can move on to the next one. I'm being sarcastic. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I see what you're doing. Damn it. Excuse me. Would you recommend it? Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Okay, so Voices of the Void. Is that on Steam? What's that about? Voices of the Void. Okay, it's not on Steam. Huh. I mean, you're free to talk about it if you want. Sounds interesting. Wild Gear. I might try to buy one of these ones to see. Transforms your weapon into one that performs very well mid-air, enabling your attacks to reach a wide area and deal heavy damage. Sounds interesting. Boosts your magic to give it a lot more power. Ooh, I like that. I do like magic. Allows you to string together faster, much longer ground combos. I like Wild Gear. Let's pick that up. Alright. What is power unit? Increases... Oh, links to your weapon panel and increases strength. The amount that varies between weapons. Okay. I'll pick that up. Can I convert money into heart points? I'm guessing not. Redeem. Claim freebies. Okay. Casual gear? Sure. Oh, can I... Okay. I don't know what these are. Alright, well, whatever. Yeah, let me synthesize some fire. I could probably use some more of that. What about ice? Okay, no, I gotta make more ice. And you don't have any ice, I believe. Faster, magic. Yeah, let's pick up the technical gear. I don't see myself really using a whole lot of magic in this game just because of how different it is from the other games. But I'll pick up that too since I have it. I have the currency. I really don't like going into this a whole lot. Not because, like, I think it's, you know, boring. Well, mostly just because I don't think it's very entertaining to watch. I'm trying to keep you guys entertained. Let's see. So... Wild Gear is the one. But I gotta remove the other gear that I have currently. Wild Gear is the same size as the one I currently have, so that actually works. Okay, so... we go to my Wild Gear. Drop that right there. Link that. Oh, I got 2 power units now, so I can... Oh, wait, no. Other power unit. Alright, I'm guessing that'll make me stronger. Links to your weapon panel and unlocks one of its hidden abilities. Oh, well, maybe I do want this here, then. Maybe I only want 1 power unit. Alright, well, that's fine. Can I put the other power unit here? No, I guess not. I guess that only... works in the weapon then. Alright. Oh, let me get another fire. Going back to the Pathfinder stuff, currently I think the only thing that we're really waiting on is... Oh, shit! Sorry, I was looking at a message from someone else. Sorry about the silence. As of right now, like, the only thing that we're waiting on for, like, the Pathfinder campaign before we start, I believe, is just the portrait of my character and Twi's character. Because we're going to have, like, little images up on screen for all of them. I believe we're also going to be featuring the portraits for all of our characters. And then once those are done, then I think everything else has been pretty much set. I believe everyone's character sheets are done. And then it would just be a matter of, like, figuring out dates, and then we can start the campaign. It sounds like Raymond already has an idea as to what he wants the story to be about, which sounds is good. I'm kind of excited in general. All right, back to Beast's Castle. I don't know, man. I might make this a short stream. I'm struggling to find things to talk about, and this game is kind of boring me. Although I think next week we might be doing a periodic cast, possibly. Haven't quite figured out the details just yet, so that might make up for a small stream today. We have to investigate this castle today, right? Right. We better be careful not to let anybody here see us. I guess. You guess? Yeah, I mean, last time I was here, the place seemed deserted. All I heard was, never mind. Well, there was also the fact you were spotted in Agrabah, and I don't think there was really anything wrong with that. Also, you were spotted in Twilight Town. You went up to talk to people, and why do you care about being spotted? Why do you guys give a shit? Hell, organization members in Kingdom Hearts 2 just, like, walk out in the open. They don't care about being spotted. They unleash, like, nobodies all over the place. I don't get what this whole deal of secrecy is about. I heard this roar, like an animal. A big one. Really? What was it? I don't know. I guess we may find out today. I guess so. Well, let's get started. Oh, wow, that has a lot of reach. All right. Come on. Can you please die? Am I doing less damage than I was before? Alright. What am I looking at here? Alright, what am I looking at? This? Is this what I'm looking at? This crate's covered in dust. Yeah, I can see that. Guess it's been a while since they used this room. Raichi, welcome! Rejoice is the embodiment of bad luck. Raichi is in the chat. Also, what's up? Hope I'm not late. I hope you're not the embodiment of bad luck, because I'm gonna need all the luck that I can get when we start the Pathfinder campaign. You didn't miss much. We just talked about, like, a couple different kinds of stuff. There's a Pathfinder campaign that Raymond has planned that I'm gonna be a part of, along with Kaiser, Twy, I Know Nothing, and a couple others. It's gonna be a real fun time from what I can tell. Oh yeah, and also, what's up? Hope I'm not late. Anyway, have some soda, coffee, tea, juice, shake, and anything drinkable. Yes, thank you! Love me some drinks with my donuts. You and Billy are just an absolute blessing. Alright. Gonna walk this way. Laze Dremor, welcome! Just wanted to say, keep up with the vids. They really get people thinking. Yeah, I appreciate that. I hadn't quite decided what I'm gonna do for my next one. I have a couple different ideas. So, I had... As far as, like, next videos that I had in mind, currently, I want to start on my series talking about my adventures with Superman. Because I had been wanting to talk about that series ever since it came out. And I wouldn't mind doing just, like, an episode-by-episode breakdown where, like, each video I will talk about, like, 1 or 2 episodes, one by one. And then hopefully I'll catch up to, like, Season 3 by the time it's out. That, or the Jessica Cruz spin-off series when it comes out. So that's one, and I got the script written up, or I got, like, a decent amount of the script written up for that. Something else that I had been writing up is talking about how Aang's portrayal in The Legend of Korra. Kind of like how he has been, I don't want to say assassinated, but he has been handled very poorly. Well, maybe I might say assassinated. in his portrayal in Legend of Korra Book 2. And that was something I always wanted to talk about because it was something that was talked on in one of Kaiser's videos. Are these breadcrumbs? Maybe someone laid them out for the birds? And the castle isn't deserted after all. And I remember that there were a lot of comments of people defending Aang's portrayal in that book, and the sheer number of, like, just really bad arguments was kind of the sole reason why I wanted to make a video on that topic. It's just something I feel too many people are find, like, too easy to defend, I guess, when it really shouldn't be. As far as, like, some other stuff, I have part 10 of, technically, I've had part 10 of my Fate v Stay Night, or my Fate Zero v Stay Night series, kind of, almost, like, it's been in the video phase for a really long time. I've just been taking a break with, like, other projects. There is just some editing, and maybe some re-recordings that I would have to do for that one before I could release it, but that's one that I intend to do at some point. And with the success of the Arcane video, I mean, if you can call it an Arcane video, it's more of an Arcane / Dark Knight Rises / Breaking Bad video. But with the success of it, I had been considering doing another video on Breaking Bad, and I figured, why not just do what I did with Fate Stay Night and just do that with Arcane Seasons 1 and 2. Just an in-depth character analysis of the characters from Season 1 and comparing them to those same characters from Season 2. I think that'd be a fun opportunity to kind of compare and contrast the differences in characters and just writing styles and whatnot between both seasons and really just show, like, just how different they are from one another. I don't think I have anything else other than that I have planning, and so yeah, currently I'm hopping between a bunch of those different projects right now. 2 of which are in the scripting phase. Like I said, the Fate stuff is, a lot further ahead, but I kind of want to, finish up some other stuff. And then the Arcane, or at least the first part of the Arcane analysis, I have the notes written up for the first part, which would likely be covering Savika. But nothing scripted for that just yet. Take a look at these gashes in the wall. Are they claw marks? Some Heartless that got restless, maybe? Maybe. Left for a minute. Did I miss anything? No, I was talking about, some of the projects that I have in the works, and just kind of, like, stuff I'm jumping between, and honestly, I'm kind of, like, behind, in all honesty, because I've been jumping between a lot of these different projects, and not devoting myself to just one particular project in general. I guess the Protocols of the Elders of Xion is finally with Roxas. I guess so, whatever those are. I just arrived, the embodiment of bad luck. Raichi, you better not be the embodiment of bad luck. I need all my good luck when the Pathfinder campaign starts, and I'm assuming that you'll be tuning into that. Then again, unless you can give all your bad luck to everyone else, that would be greatly appreciated, because my sorcerer, from what I can tell, is the squishiest character in the entire party so far. I have the lowest, well, I don't have the lowest health. I'm tied with 2 others for the lowest health. But I am not tied for the lowest armor class, and so I'm the easiest to hit at the moment. Very concerned about that. The Master is in quite an unfortunate mood today. Roxas! I heard it too. Can't wait to see more of your stuff. Can you give a hint? I mean, besides the stuff that I just talked about, I don't really have much to talk about. What do you want a hint of, I guess? Like, as far as, like, the Arcane videos, if I do an Arcane, analysis between Seasons 1 and 2, I'm probably going to start with a video on Savika. That's not going to be the next video. I'm going to upload at least one other non-Arcane video before I get to that. The My Adventures with Superman videos, I'm definitely looking forward to, and those seem to be coming along, you know, just fine so far, or at least in the scripting process so far. I don't think that would be too difficult. It's just a question of like whether or not people would be interested, and honestly, it just kind of comes back to my usual motto of, I really don't care. I want to talk about stuff that I'm interested in. It really doesn't matter to me if like people show up or not. It really means a lot when people do. But I like talking about stuff that I'm passionate about. It doesn't matter to me if I have 5,000 subscribers or 5, period. And so that's kind of the main reason why I want to talk about Superman, is just because that's... And I'd been talking with Kaiser about it. Every time that a new episode came out, I was in a voice call with him. I was cornering him in the streets, ranting to him about every single new episode that came out, and how god-awful they are. Alright, I'm kind of exaggerating how bad the series... well, no, not really. It's pretty bad as it goes on, but... there's also a lot worse, I feel. If only he would leave his chambers. What did you see? Would you believe a walking, talking candelabra? Shion, you tell me you didn't see it? Oh, come on. Whoa, you weren't kidding. But how can it... Beats me. But it did say something about a master. So you figure it's one of the castle's servants? Sounds crazy, but maybe. You're a humble man, Pete. And periodically. Yep, I'm only humble periodically. And then, so, not 100% of the time. Sometimes I like to be a complete asshole. But I am humble periodically, and when I am, everyone cheers. Well, that covers pretty much everywhere we can go. Okay, let's think this through. The candelabra mentioned something about a master, right? Yeah, that won't leave his chambers. Maybe whoever this master is has a room or something down the end of the hall. Wanna go find out? What? But we just need to slip by without being noticed. And I don't even know why you guys I don't know why you guys care about, like, being noticed either. You really think we can? Well, I know we can't go back empty-handed. Syax wouldn't be too happy about that. Man, what do you bring back most of the other times you go out here? As long as we're careful, we should be fine. Okay, if you say so. So it's a 50-50 split, period? Well, I mean, periodically, I would assume just mean that, like, it's not 100%. So I just figured that that's what, like, periodically, what implied. Alright, let's... Oh, shit. Okay. Ah! Oh, god damn it! I thought I could... Why'd you suddenly swing to the side? Hmm? Uh-oh. How strange. The light, it must be playing tricks on me. Ha-ha. God damn it. These missions are lame. He must spot us. We need to be more careful. Yeah, I got that. Alright. So let's see. I gotta just get by him. Alright, I'm over here now. I'm guessing I don't need to follow him. Oh, hey guys. Alright, Candle Guy, I forgot what your name is because it's been such a long time since I've seen your movie. How many Pete stops do we have to go just to get this done? To get what done? Huh? Pete stops? Ah, shit. Fire! I'm gonna keep smacking you! A bad dog! Get frozen! There we go. I hate that I do not have a I hate that I have an inventory size. Why did they ever think that was a good idea? I don't understand. Alright. this mission. Whatever it is. Also, it's pit stop, but it's your name instead. Oh, okay. Alright, what am I examining? This thing? Footprints. Big ones. Heartless? I don't know, they lead into that black room over there. And maybe. What is this? I can't analyze that. I can analyze this door. I think this is the master's room? What was that? Maybe it's just, maybe just barging in is a bad idea. Can you get a look at what's going on from inside there? Also, I just realized something. What did you realize, Raichi? Tell the audience. What is that thing? Also, wait a minute, wasn't... Oh no, this is where the flower was. The other room is the bedroom. Okay. Or the guest room.
How dare she not join me for dinner? This is my castle, and it is my wish!
How... Haven't we already... I'm always so confused about, like, the chronology of the like, where the movies stand in terms of, like, the Disney movie chronology as it is portrayed in the Kingdom Hearts games. Because, like, wouldn't this have been the first thing that Belle did when she arrived at the castle? Which would have been before she got kidnapped by Maleficent. Because if she got kidnapped before she got taken to Beast's castle, then Beast never would have met her and thus never would have gotten to rescue her in Hollow Bastion. I'm confused because, like, they were romancing it up at the end of, like, after he rescued Belle in Hollow Bastion. I don't understand why we're still having these troubles this late in the game. My castle? Is he serious? Remember Metal Gear Rising, where Pete kept asking for organs? The Heartless were just hearts ripped out of people, right? Kind of like giving... So doesn't that kind of mean... You're right! The harvest for organs never stopped! You are absolutely right, Raichi! We're gonna keep harvesting organs. That's an excellent point, Raichi. We're just giving Xemnas organs? That's exactly what we're giving. I mean, they're really more like souls, honestly, but... I mean, honestly, I don't know what a heart is, because I always thought that a heart in Kingdom Hearts was just a soul. But then I remembered someone telling me that, like, a soul is apparently different from a heart in Kingdom Hearts. So, like, people have souls, but they also have hearts. So, like, then what is a soul? And what is a heart, then? Because, like, everything that a heart is just everything that I thought a soul is. But then what's a soul in Kingdom Hearts? What does it mean to, like, not have a heart, but have a soul? And, like, can you have a soul, but not a heart? Like, what is that? Can you, like, not have either? What does that mean? I'm like... It's part of the reason why I think that I believe that Kingdom Hearts lore is confusing. I don't think it's complicated. I think that you can understand it for what there is to understand, but I do think that it is confusing in the sense that it doesn't... I don't think it does a good job at elaborating on certain obvious questions that a player might have unless it immediately pertains to something in the plot. It's very... And a lot of it is just kind of like, you just have to go with it for it to, you know, make any sense internally, I mean. Like, in your head, I mean, internally. Soul is aura. Why am I putting Ruby into this? I mean, you might as well, because I understand a lot of the stuff about, like, the magic systems and stuff in Kingdom Hearts about as well as I understand aura and semblances and the magic systems in Ruby. Granted, I think I have a slightly better understanding of them in Kingdom Hearts, but still. Oh god, Twi's gonna kill me. And heart is that tile thing you stand on. I have no idea what you're talking about, Raichi. Well, Roxas? There was a weird monster inside. We should go kill it, maybe? Whoa, what is he? I don't know, but get away from the door. I don't want him to see us here. You watch your back, Twilight is near. Oh, I'm sure. Well, I actually don't think that she watches these streams. I think I'd be very surprised if she watches these streams. Considering the stuff that I've said about Kingdom Hearts on these streams, and how I've heard nothing from her, like, she is either being very, very reserved, or I suspect that she just doesn't watch them in general. Which, I mean, it makes sense, because, you know, these streams don't normally get a whole lot of viewership anyways, which I'm fine with. Because it means I'm allowed to talk about, certain Pathfinder campaigns and projects that my friends are doing that I'm not quite sure if I should be talking about yet. Because I don't think that the word should be let out just yet. I don't know if Raymond has told people if we're doing this Pathfinder campaign yet or not. Roxas, that monster, he ate the castle he is the castle's master. Wait, why am I repeating this? Didn't we both just hear him say... It sounds like this castle belongs to him. You think? He called this place my castle. It doesn't get much clearer than that, yeah. And then I guess he must be the beast, he must be the beast. Beast's castle? Makes sense. Do you think he's fighting the Heartless like us? I mean, he must be, considering Heartless are all over his castle, but I don't know if that's the answer that, like, the game wants me to make. He must be. Then the gashes in the walls must have happened in the process. That's my theory, anyway. Ah, okay. A beast with his own castle? This place must have quite a history behind it. We know what the master looks like. I think we can report back to Syax now. Yeah. Wanna RTC? That was it? That was the mission? Can I... That was it. Just walk around a bit and see the beast. That's the mission. Oh, hold on. I have more stuff to analyze. A bucket and a mop? I can't imagine trying to keep a place this huge clean. Exactly, which means that they must have a lot of servants. Ah, shit! Alright, you done? Alright, cool. Jeez. Where'd they even get those hearts? Civilians? No wonder Destiny Island and every... Yeah, no, it's weird. Why all the Heartless are here? Because, like, okay, it made sense why the Heartless were there in Kingdom Hearts 2. Because, well, I mean, kind of. I guess I don't know about the first half. But you could argue that, like, Zaldin was manipulating them to lure them to Beast's castle so that they could turn Beast into a Heartless. Whereas here, I'm not sure that they've done that yet. The Heartless are just here. In which case, like... yeah, I don't... And if these are, like, Heartless that are, like, created from the other townsfolk... I don't know why they wouldn't be at the town, you know? Unless, like, some of the servants have been turned into Heartless, in which case, you know, I don't know why... I don't know how Beast keeps this place in one piece. If, like, all the, a whole slew of the servants have been turned into Heartless, and presumably a bunch of others could also be turned into servants. Alright, what am I looking for? There's a thing I can examine around here. What am I examining? This door. I heard a voice. Someone's in there. The master insists from Belle... Belle? Somebody else who lives here, maybe? We better stay out of this room. Okay, whatever you say. Oh. More doors to analyze. I hear noises. Really? I don't hear anything. Maybe you're imagining it. Yeah, Roxas, you're just going crazy. All those visions you're seeing, you're clearly the one who's going insane. Can't make out what they're saying. Well, if somebody's in there, we better stay clear. You're wrestling on the okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I get it. Literally just 4 ways. Hey, Roxas. There's something I think everybody in this castle has in common. That none of them are human? That they're all human? None of them. I don't know how we can conclude that they're all human. None of them are human? Right, there was that walking candelabra. The master is some kind of beast. There are no signs of people living in here, but I hear something behind all the doors. They might be more servants. I wonder what happened to this castle. I'm like... This would be interesting for... Okay, even... This already isn't interesting because, like, if someone has seen the movie, they already know what happened to, like, all these people. They already know what the mystery is, so there's not much of a mystery. So, like, while Roxas and Shion are like, what happened to this castle? What happened to everybody? We're just like, yeah, whatever. But now it's doubly so, because we were told what happened in Kingdom Hearts 2. So, like, even people who haven't seen the movie, but at least played the games, would already know. So it's like, what is the point of these missions? Like, the Disney stories in these Disney worlds, I think has to be the worst in any of these Kingdom Hearts games that I've played so far. It's insane to me. Whatever. Alright. That's a question for next time. I'm actually like... Belle, the princess who let herself stay in a castle with a cursed man. Well, technically, she stayed here because she wanted to exchange her life for her father's, but I don't think her father exists in the Kingdom Hearts mythos. I don't actually remember why she said that she was staying at the castle. I don't know. Which is just kind of like that much more reason why these Disney stories are not very well thought out in how they're adapted, excuse me. It's just... The Disney stuff is probably my least favorite aspect about Kingdom Hearts. Or at least as a story, anyways. You know? I can deal with a lot of the complicated elements of it. It's just the Disney worlds that I really irk me. And maybe it's because I'm a Disney fan, or I'm a fan of, like, all the respective Disney movies. I wouldn't call myself a Disney fan anymore. But, yeah. And the fact that it takes up so much of the games, too. You know? There's so much of these Disney worlds in these games, and I don't really like any of them. And they're not always a majority. Granted, I want to say, like, less than half of the game in the first Kingdom Hearts game was actually Disney stuff. If you actually... I think that's only because there's so much to do in Hollow Bastion and World That Never Was... Sorry, the End of the World and... actually, yeah, just Hollow Bastion and End of the World. But, like, even still, then in other games... There's a lot of time that you spend in these Disney games, and again, I just do not like any of them. Where is that teleporter? Is it through... Oh, that door. Little... I could have sworn that there was, like, a teleporter out in the courtyard. I could be wrong. I was able to use this to open up the door. Yeah, I got it. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, I don't even need to look around anymore. I already got everything. Alright, yeah, I got it. Let's go. The fact I gotta walk back every single time. I'm really looking forward to Birth by Sleep after this. I mean, granted, actually, well, I gotta do the post-game content sometime before I finish this game. Of Kingdom Hearts 2, I mean. I still intend to do the lingering will and all that, that would, yeah. Day 77. How many more days do we have left? It's 358, so... 40... wait, 358, 351... So... 281 more days to go! 282 days on the wall, 282 days, take one down, pass it around, 281 days on the wall. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it with Kingdom Hearts. I kept a list of, like, conversation topics just to try to keep things interesting, but I'm struggling, man. And this game is not keeping my attention as well as, like, a lot of the other games were. I think I was having more... I guess I wouldn't say I was having... Well, no, I guess I could say I was having more fun, even with Riku's story and Chain of Memories, but, like, it was also mostly just because I was more engaged with that, not necessarily because I think it was fun. In such an organization as a castle, you'd get, infiltrated and conquered the land. What? Anyways, I'm probably gonna call it, is the point that I'm making. I know that this is a little bit sooner than normal, but I basically burned through all my conversation topics that I had listed here. I want to try to have some more. Next week, I'm going to try to have another periodic cast. That or the week after. Again, I'm not quite sure. If we do another periodic cast, it is going to be with me and Kaiser, and we are going to be covering an anime that both of us really like called World Trigger. It's a really good shonen anime with really good fights in it. You should go check it out for yourself. It has a slow start. Just, you know, keep in mind, but keep an open mind, because later on it has some pretty good fights, and it has probably one of my favorite magic systems in anime. Like, legit. It's right up there with Nen in Hunter x Hunter, and one that I think gets overlooked so often and has so much depth to it. So yeah, go check that out while you have the chance, and then we will probably be talking about that a little bit next week. I know that I've talked about it once before with him on a collab for a much older video, in a video titled The Simple Things in Fights, which you're also free to check that out if you want any ideas of what World Trigger is about. You're free to check that out as well. But yeah, I think that's what is going to be our next periodic cast. Again, not sure if it's going to be next week or the week after. In fact, we should probably first... Kaiser and I have talked about it. I really shouldn't say anything, like, for certain, in case, like, something big comes up. It's going to be either that or Outer Wilds, but I'm guessing that's probably what we're going to be talking about. But anyways, I appreciate you guys coming out again, as always. And... also, I keep forgetting to save. Holy crap, someday I'm going to, like, forget to save, and I'm going to lose hours of playtime. And the fact that I can't save while I'm in the middle of a mission, I think, is the most annoying part of it. Because I spend so much time in a mission, and I completely, like, lose track of whether or not I've saved. Holy crap, I could not play this game on a DS, man. I could not. Anyways, also, my bad luck didn't work. Yes. Well, it just means that your bad luck hasn't built up yet. Like, once it builds up enough, then we'll all be in trouble. And use an emulator. This is an emulator. This is an emulator, what I'm playing on. This is MelonMix. What, you think that, like, the DS looks this good? You think the DS plays this well? No. No, buddy. No friggin' way. I'm currently playing Chrono Trigger on the DS. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of good things about Chrono Trigger. I think Kaiser has played Chrono Trigger. And really, I need to play some more JRPGs, but I got some other ones that are on my list first. But that'll be for another time. Anyways, thank you guys so much for, joining. Have an excellent night, and as always, stay platinum.